It's going to be chaos today because we have got Gavin and we have got Evan. And
Go,
when you
baby.
put
You got me too?
Well, yeah,
that was a weird one.
Something about your prebiotic soda doesn't really scream it's going to be chaotic to me today.
Yeah, you got to have a healthy gut, man. This is not a plug, but it's better than that shit you guys are drinking.
What's on your For You page?
Dude, I am on a watch list.
Really?
So bad.
All right, Ev, if you were going to drive a NASCAR, who are your top 5 sponsors?
Two-turn Tony. Probably Blue Chews or Viagra, something along those lines.
Okay, yep.
I'm going to need a good dispensary behind me. Wonder Bread and Etnies.
What are the headsets for if there's no audio?
You didn't
You have audio the whole time?
No.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes, you
right?
did. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Are you serious?
No.
Test.
What?
Yo.
You should have said something, dude.
I got like 5 minutes into it, and I'm like,
Why are we wearing these
can't take them
stupid
off now.
things?
Only 3 of these are plugged in. Gosh,
Yeah, it's a rookie-ass podcast. Come on, guys. We need to pick it up. We need to pick it up.
I went on the Seaboys podcast and I didn't hear a single fucking word they said.
Dude, what is street cred even worth?
Nothing.
I mean, for
Especially
you to
around
ask that
that
question wearing that outfit right now, you look like that's what you try to pay for things in because you don't have real money, dude.
Well, first and foremost,
Cash broke, street cred rich.
I think you need to find something that you really excel at, and then you turn that into the first date so you can really impress her. So, like, what are some of your impressive qualities?
well, Ev,
Yo, don't.
Say it up. Freaking say it, bro.
just say what you're going to say.
Say it, bro.
No. Stop.
What about Glenn having that girl? He was like faking that injury.
Well, I was like, that's all I
Ken's
heard
cart?
about. Glenn's
Faking
got
that
chicks on his
injury.
mobility scooter.
He's
On
riding
his
around
lap.
on the mobility scooter and he's got the chick sitting on his lap.
Typical.
Just kind of legendary.
Yeah,
was
I mean,
at-
I don't know about the faking the injury bullshit, but yeah, good for
Just
Glenn.
ride
I'm
the
glad.
scooter,
I'm
man.
glad that things were able to work out over here.
I don't know how well they did work out because the next day I saw Glenn and I go, hey, I saw a Snapchat of you last night. And he goes, oh, yeah, with the Mackenzie chick? And I go, that's not her name. that is not her name. So that tells me how that ended.
Yeah.
Well, then I had one time I didn't have a driver's license in Minneapolis.
How'd you lose it to begin with?
Well, I had a few tickets.
Yeah.
No DUIs or anything like that, though, because those days they didn't bother you. But anyway. No, they tell you to go home. I can remember I get picked up.
Tell you to go home.
I'm trying, believe me.
Yeah, I know. I remember one time I got picked up. I was in high school, I think, and it was like 4 in the morning or 3 in the morning. I get picked up by Annandale, Minnesota. And I lived in Kimball, which was like 7 miles away or whatever. But anyway, he picks me up. I showed him my driver's license. And I had a few beers, and he said, "Are you Ted's boy?" That's my dad. And I said, "Yeah." Well, my dad was kind of in politics. He said, "If I ever catch you out here getting this fight, I'm telling your dad. You know, go home." Oh, shit. I mean, nowadays, try that. You know?
So you took the ditch.
I went home. I mean, it was 4 in the morning. I had to go home.
During 2016 to 2019, where I was seeing a new lawsuit on my desk once a month from different people. And the most frivolous, garbage, bullshit lawsuits, but I'm a target. They see me on TV doing all this crazy stuff, and money's flowing on my ears, and so they want some of it. And when you're a target like that, it's so, dude, suing somebody is so dirty. It's so dirty because you can sue somebody and not have any reason to sue them, like no valid case, and you can still sue them and make their life hard enough that they just settle and pay you out. It is, dude, I have no respect for people. I've never filed a single lawsuit against anybody, and I've been sued no less than 50 times.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
my.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's just
stressful.
insane, dude.
This
Like,
great
yeah,
thing is you
it's
can't set a precedent that you just pay them off because then
No.
everybody else will follow.
No,
Yeah.
you can't. And that's I don't settle. Well, I've had to settle a couple times here and there, but it's actually frustrating because it gets easier just to settle. Because, dude, lawsuits they can dig up your entire life.
And they're a
emails that
mental
you
drain.
sent 10 years ago, like they are, it's the worst use of time and energy. So that's why people settle, and it's worth it. You're buying your time back.
Yeah, because
But
it's a mental drain. on
You're
your
being
business.
blackmailed basically with your time
For nothing.
Dude, it's frustrating.
Wow.
But then when the National Guard found that out, they're like, "You have asthma? You can't be here, bro."
Really?
So, and I'm like, I don't really think I have asthma. How often
Shot
you use
yourself
your-
in the foot.
Yeah,
on
I
that
know.
one. Or maybe you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have worked out.
No,
I thought they
yeah.
didn't let you in because of your foot.
No, it was that was a concern, but it was that
crazy.
And I'm like, I don't even think I really have asthma. And they're like, how often do you have attacks? I'm like, I never. I don't even know what it's like.
They're just looking you up and down. Like you see them right down. Pudgy.
No, I was like pretty scrawny at that time too. They were probably like, this guy just doesn't have it.
They didn't want to let you in, huh?
What do you want to be when you
They're
grow
like
up?
begging
An
everyone
artist?
else to get in.
Yeah.
And then Mike, they're like, no.
I want to make T-shirts on the computer. Yeah, like,
They're like, no, we want guys who want to shoot guns and drive
Camaros.
Challenge.
Mike's
yeah.
like, let me design us all new uniforms. And they're like, all right, buddy. There's
I
the
love
door."
camo. I got that going for me. I
Sir-
joined the army because I love camo so much.
Sir, can you take a step away from the table for us? Yeah. Why? You step back. I thought those were purple jeans.
Oh shit! Yeah, that wouldn't be smart to wear those there.
Were you in your skater? So you weren't dressed like a skater when you went in?
I'm sure I was.
Did
just
you have
not
your
like
mop haircut kind of?
I think so. I
Yeah.
mean, I want to say I probably had long hair, but yeah,
You had a
pretty
higher
awkward.
voice then too.
It was awkward. I still have a pretty high voice.
So
was
hold
an
on.
awkward
Yeah,
You just went in
all
and they
of it.
just told you no.
No, they kept dicking us around. Like I'd go.
Who's
in-
us?
What? Who's us?
Yeah, was it just
Oh,
you that
like
got turned
me and
down?
my dad.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, but they
Dad's
just
all proud. Like, my son's signing up for the military. Gets there. You won't take him? What do you mean? You guys take everyone.
no.
You
but-
call around asking for people to sign up. He's here.
I was saying.
He's here right now. We drove all the way here, and what do you mean you don't want him?
That's what I was saying. I was like, you guys come to my school and like, and you beg us to come in. You say it's so
No,
cool.
seriously, this guy can literally do anything. He can clean the floors.
What about serving food?
Bro, but it was like the passing the whole physical thing. They wouldn't even let me take the physical because they were concerned about my foot too. And I was like, bro,
I'm fine.
let's just take it. You don't even have to tell anybody. I'll just perform in front of you, do some sprints. And
They got to a field, have Mike running sprint.
all right, you better not be wheezing and I better not see any limp. I want a straight run.
Running like the flagpole and back. Mike comes back.
Mike, he's doing push-ups.
No, I was like ready. I was ready if they were. I'm like,
He's
dude.
wearing his gym shoes.
So I'm not trying to out you here, but I got a story about CJ that like I have been meaning to talk about for a very long time because I have not laughed this hard in a long time, and I don't know all the details, so I need your side. And yeah, we're rolling this right now.
absolutely.
So it sounds like you guys were at Parallel, and CJ was just trying to like maybe squeak out a little fart or something, and he just completely
I know
ripped
exactly what you're talking about.
ripped ass super loud.
CJ has been embarrassed about this since.
It was like a bomb went off.
Dude, the guy made it clear to everybody. Like, he had the whole bar stop. He was standing up, telling the story, and he just had everybody rolling. He's like, I heard it. It was so loud.
Hold on.
was loud.
So you're at Parallel, which is a very nice restaurant.
Yeah.
Nicest restaurant in the area.
Dude, let me
around
just
here.
tell my side of the story, okay?
Well, there's not much to say.
It sounded like you didn't give a shit. You just
No,
ripped
I
it
did.
and went,
I
bro.
did. I did care, and I knew it was wrong, and that's why I was embarrassed about it.
Did you know it was gonna be loud, or did you know it was gonna smell?
No, dude, it didn't smell. It didn't smell. Thank God.
He said it fucking reeked.
How do you know
No,
that?
did he really?
Yeah, he's like, bro, I about puked in my own plate.
Shut up.
That's what
Did he
told
actually
me.
say that?
Yeah, that's what I was crying laughing.
It was Nick's birthday that day, too.
Oh, what
Yeah,
the
I
hell?
know. A little birthday present for him. No, so like I'm sitting there, it's like Sunday. I'm eating the crab legs, little too much butter, obviously, and everyone else goes. Alex, of course, wants creme brulee. I'm like, God damn it! So we gotta I gotta sit there.
Dude,
everyone else
what
leaves.
is wrong with her?
Yeah, no, everyone else leaves. I'm trying to go home, waiting on her to eat her creme brulee, and you're just sitting there, and it just happened, and I was like, oh fuck, and it was like it ricocheted off the chair.
He said it sounded like a soundboard fart. Like
Yeah.
you pushed a button.
It ricocheted, and I think it amplified the sound.
Did you pick up a little bit?
Yeah,
like you got up?
yeah. No, it just ricocheted, dude. It was bad, and
my
I was
God.
like, oh fuck,
Wait,
that's kind of loud.
You didn't know it was gonna be a loud one?
I just thought I was just like, I don't know. It just like happened, dude. Like I normally wouldn't do that.
He said you wouldn't look at him. He's like, "Hey, CJ, I heard that." And you were like, oh,
He never said that.
"Yes, dude.
He
I
never
swear.
said that. He never said
he
that.
outed you.
Okay,
he tried
so
calling you out.
What? He never said that.
so you-
Okay, so this is how. So then I do that, and I'm like, oh fuck, that was like kind of loud. And I'm like sitting there. Alex is like talking, telling this story, dude. She's like, no, Alex is just like sitting here telling me some story or whatever. And then like pretty soon I start like hearing the table, like my back's facing them. The table behind's like, was that you? Was that you? Like they start blaming each other, you know, like one of those situations. And I'm like, oh fuck. Oh fuck. And then pretty soon I hear, I think it was him. And dude, I start like sweating. Like I do embarrassing stuff. I mean, pretty much for a living, but I knew that was wrong. Like I was embarrassed. Like that's something I don't stand by. Like I wouldn't even burp at a restaurant, but it just slipped, and I'm like, oh fuck. And then like I start sweating, dude. Like my back is sweating. I'm like, geez, like I'm probably gonna soak through this shirt. I'm like, hurry the fuck up, Alex. Eat your creme brulee. Eat your creme brulee. And she's like,
She's
what?
just talking
like, trying
about
to enjoy it.
This is
I'm like, eat your thing. I'm like, tab, let's get the fucking tab, all this stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to get the hell out of here. Trying to get the hell out of here, dude.
Mike's upgraded. He only likes good wiener now. Or do you still like,
Really like
bad
big
wiener?
game.
Yeah,
wiener.
but he'll still eat it all.
Yeah.
Just prefers the big game wiener.
I saw a comment. It was like, did Evan rip his hammer off and put it on a stick? I thought that was hilarious.
That's what we call out of pocket.
I almost replied, way too small to be his hammer.
Yeah, way too small.
But anyways, AMW.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
We just got snowed in.
For those of you that are just listening,
Don't you fucking dare.
You gotta be
I will unsubscribe to Seaboys right now.
Hey, that wasn't our. Was that our idea? Was that Evan? Who did that?
No,
that was Roman.
I saw Roman, dude.
Oh my
so
gosh.
back
Get
at
up here.
Hey, which one's his bedroom?
Get up here, you boomer.
Oh no!
Isn't that his bedroom over there? Go throw it in his
This is
bed.
gonna
you
make
go.
a mess. Hey, Dalton! Dalton! Come up here.
You called my name mid poop. What's up?
I want to ask you about your newfound haters.
Oh.
Evan's little minions.
So Dalton posted this TikTok. He got flamed in the comments, right? And he's convinced that everyone hating on him is just sent after him by Evan. Okay, so like Evan and Dalton have beef, right? But we've made it pretty apparent in our videos, right? That they're like always beefing. They're always bickering back and forth, right? Mm-hmm. So now that Dalton's got haters, he's convinced that they're all just little Evans coming after him.
They are. The whole comment section is Cheeto, Cheeto.
I agree with what's going on over there, but he didn't send them, like directly send them. He just indirectly did by us showing that you guys have beef and whatever. Because like, you know, he's got his little cult underneath him that like if he says jump, they're gonna jump. If he says the sky's not blue, it's gray or yellow, they're gonna say it's yellow too. So like,
dude, it's honestly quite sad. It's very sad.
You can't take it so personal.
On a Saturday, filming my video, just having a good time. I'm out there by myself,
just doing country ass
I
shit.
think that's actually the most impressive part of the entire thing is the reel that he posted. He filmed all of it on a tripod. He one man showed it, right? I thought it was a great video, dude. So I do feel for you there, but just goes to show, like, just sometimes picking battles, you know, maybe the wrong person.
Yeah.
About Evan?
Because no matter how in the right, this is what I'm saying, no matter how in the right you are or how cool it is, they're just going to side with Evan, whatever he thinks. And he doesn't think anything you do is cool, so.
He just doesn't enjoy anything. I don't, like, what's his deal, though? Like, why?
I think that's just him. I think it's just becoming more and more apparent. But I think, to be fair, here's what I wanted to say. You're seeing all the hate comments, right? But if you go back like 2 videos ago when you and Evan were like bickering back and forth, there's like 5 positive comments having your back to every like 1 that has Evan's back, right? So I think you're just getting fixated on the hate comments and you think that that's like everyone, but the haters are always louder than the supporters. So
thank you.
My advice to you was gonna be just fuck them and just keep doing you, because now that you're getting followers on Instagram, which is great, is going to come with haters too.
Yeah. On the bright side, all these people talking shit. This is one of your highest viewed videos. 183,000 plays. That's awesome for you.
I don't know. Hopefully I get that.
It's going up, dude.
Also, I told you this, but dude, you had some chicks hit you up after that video too, and you said, that was a large reason of making that video.
Yeah.
So it clearly worked.
The
right?
reason you made that video wasn't to try and impress some dudes, I'd assume, as a single 18-year-old man.
It wasn't for you.
You made it to try and lure the chicks in.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of blowing up his spot right now.
Is it working?
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's working.
Smile's
No,
getting
it's-
bigger and
It's
bigger.
working. It's working. He's being humble now. With anything that you put on the internet, it's going to come with haters.
Yeah, dude, just don't read the comments. If it bothers you, just don't read them because it's going to piss you off. Me personally, like,
Look at him. He's getting hot right now.
I don't get mad. So just don't read them if you're going to get mad. Like, I have actually my own comment section turned off at this point.
Damn.
Yeah. No, I don't. Just don't read them. If it pisses you off, don't read them. Sorry, I had some inner 2016, 17 energy coming out there. I was getting fueled back in the day.
Dude, honestly,
you?
shirtless video coming soon.
No.
So you're gonna play. You're gonna lean into it.
Care.
I might.
I would.
Yeah.
It'd probably help your
Double-
cred. You'd
when
probably
you-
get more followers that way.
When you got haters, double down on it. I'd do a naked video next time. I'd get shirtless and throw those bails.
That's some shit Jake should.
That is
Then
actually
just
some
blur
shit
your
Jake
wiener the
would
whole
do.
time.
Yeah, and
That'd be funny. Do
Do
that.
the same country
that.
video that you just did, exactly the same, just only wearing a cowboy hat.
And put a sock over your peen so it doesn't get all blocked.
Dude,
Just blur it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Ram
love
Ranch.
You imagine he's doing it out of, like, in our field over there, and they go, "There's this naked boy
Neighbors
throwing
driving
around
by.
hay bales."
It's just filming it with a tripod.
Can you
One
please,
dude.
please make this? I got bales and everything. I'll help film it.
He's
I'll
got
just-
plenty of hay bales.
Yeah.
You'll help film. Dude, that's kind of.
That's sweet of you, dude. Nice.
Dude, I want to see
tripod.
this shit go live. They ain't gonna know who helped film. I want to see this on Instagram.
It's like the one time Dalton gives film credits. Camera emoji at Jake Sherman.
No, he's like hopping out of his truck. You just see Jake filming in the reflection
mirror.
of the mirror. And Jake's like kind of smiling.
Yeah.
The first comment is that Jake Sherman filming? And then you start getting flamed.
Yeah, I get flamed. I was like, no, it's not me.
Dude.
No, I can tell it's you. You're wearing that black bum shirt.
Yeah, it's not.
Yep.
Let's go,
Yes. Oh my gosh.
He's running away on you.
Your little rod is bending.
Take what? Take the.
Oh.
Is it the same fish? Is it the same fish? Another pike.
Go.
Other pikey.
Dude, the night bite. We're heating up, fellas.
Big Wrench is not my dad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually
my other son. Yeah.
I wanted to clear the air on this now that we have you both here. We started what ended up
Ben-
kind of becoming
Ben
a dirty
started it.
rumor. Ben
Yeah,
started.
Ben's bad joke.
I think it was just a joke, and it just.
I mean, it made
People,
sense.
but the way you
was
put it
so
out there,
convincing.
it was casual,
And
and
it was
people
like
bought
one of a handful of trolls that were completely uncleared up. Well, I guess the last thing is I'm getting engaged.
Congratulations, brother.
Announcing it just like that, brother. Woo! How you feel?
I feel like beyond excited,
You nervous?
equally as nervous.
Do you think she'll say yes?
Yes, I do.
Well, that's good.
I
That's gonna
really
help.
do. I really am just like stressed. Like you want it to be perfect, man.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
So you are stressing a little.
Yeah, I have a cold sore which comes back when I get stressed, and then I got really stressed out for the merch drop that went live last week, and it like went full blown, and then I'm like, this is not what I need right now. You know, I got to take pictures soon, and I'm worried it's gonna come back out again. But yeah, I'm like stressed in a good way.
Man, I can never pick up on you when you're stressed, but
No.
to fill
I know,
the listener or the viewer in, Mike shot us a text this morning in a group chat, and you still haven't asked. Keep in mind, you still haven't asked Sydney for
As this
people
moment.
listening as of
Yeah.
this
Oh, yeah,
moment.
yeah.
The reason we can talk about it is because you will ask her
Yes.
tomorrow.
This podcast goes live Tuesday. Plan is to ask her tomorrow
so-
from filming this.
So we can do that. But you like told us the news and everything. I didn't know you were gonna do it, but not surprised at all.
For anyone who had bets out there as to who the first one would be, I don't think there's that many people who are betting on it, but like people have asked us for a long time.
You were definitely a favorite.
Is
You
there
were-
a money line on?
You were
Okay,
definitely like
so-
negative 400
So
at
I
least.
guess, yes. So I'm kind of putting this out there because Jake calls me today and he's like, yo, congrats, man. Just let you know I lost money on you.
Who do you think
I
was
lost
gonna do
money.
it?
He thought Ben was going to be the first one.
Really?
Yeah, I
And
would
so-
say Ben was
I
probably
wonder who he was
negative.
betting
I
with.
thought it was pretty even odds
Tony,
between you and
Tony,
Ben.
Uncle Tony
wow.
had
I had
his-
my money on you, Mike.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, there is
Yeah.
actually money lines out
There's
there.
money
Yeah,
out there,
yeah.
dude.
So that's why I was wondering if there was like anyone else out there. They're gonna be local, you'd think, but Jake also had his money on you, or maybe I don't know. But anyway, Jake lost.
Can you tell us like how you're gonna do it, or are you trying
Yeah.
to keep that
yeah,
private?
I can. I'm gonna do it at on the point, the beach where we hang out, where the water skips go down, where the boat days go down.
Perfect spot.
Dude, I figured that's
the
where
best
you would
spot.
do it. That is the best spot for sure.
The most paradise spot, in my opinion, in the world, and that's no other place I'd want to do it.
Have you asked Randy yet?
Yeah.
Okay. What'd he say?
He said yes.
Were
That's
you
good.
nervous?
He
Yeah,
said no,
of
but I'm still
course.
gonna do
What
it.
did- what did that look like?
Yeah, I mean, how could you not be nervous? We were on the pontoon.
Just you
I was
two?
like, yeah, let's take pontoon ride. And I asked him, and he's like, of course, I love you. I love her. I love you guys together. And that was, kind of it. We talked about it for longer. I won't get into the nitty gritty
Yeah.
of it, but
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
yeah.
Do you think she has any inkling that you're going to do it this weekend?
That's actually a great question, Ken, which I'm so worried about because, yes, she does. You guys know me. I just am not timely on things. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
So,
I'll do it. I'll do it this summer. And then the summer flies by and I'm like, I'll
Last
still-
weekend of summer.
Yeah, I know. no, literally. The 31st is
Yeah.
tomorrow. And I was like, I'll do it this summer.
We say yes to everything too.
You have to.
We still we're down to try everything and do
Everything.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say, man. For those listeners that are like, I don't know what I want to do. Let me tell you what not to do. Don't do what everybody else is telling you to do. Don't go to college. I do not like college. I think college is a huge waste on everything. It's so crazy to me when I come in and say to somebody, hey man, so I'm a mentor and I can mentor people. I can show you how to get what you want out of this life. And then I just say, this is how much it costs to work with me. And people are like, oh, I could never spend that. But you spent $50,000 on college to get your generals done and leave and go work at Burger King?
and
That's
do nothing with
fucking
it?
insanity to me, dude. That's what you think is okay because you were programmed to think like, oh, well, dude, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to go start spending money, get in a ton of debt, go to school. And then when I get out of school, I'm just probably going to start at a job I could have started and built my way up without school altogether.
Yeah, I don't think people that are hiring, at least that I talk to, really hire based off of college degrees as much as they used to. And
It really
obviously
depends on the
depends
job,
the job,
but-
Yeah, but
you
it's
know,
very few. And that's the other thing I always tell people too is like, dude, if you want to be a lawyer, go to college. You want to be a doctor, go to college. You want to you know exactly what you want. Go do the necessary steps to become that. But dude, that's like 2% of people going to school right now.
Jacob,
Yes.
are you still jerking off?
No, I'm not. I don't do that right.
Still?
We know this.
Wow.
You
Good for
don't
you.
jerk off anymore? Like you're done not jerking off, or you just don't jerk off at all?
I just don't. I just don't do it, period.
How long's it been?
I don't know. Probably since last September or so. I don't know the exact day. What do you think? I got a calendar marked out?
I think we're catching them in a lie. That's what I think.
No, good job, buddy.
It's been a long time.
Good job, buddy. We're proud of you. There's a tribe in Africa that got addicted to jerking off. We're going to send you and Ken down there, okay?
I want you to be my brother-in-law, Ken.
What's your current brother-in-law like?
He's cool, but not Ken.
Gavin,
That's what an honor, Ken.
What is your Thanksgiving like when you have to sit across the table from this guy?
I love him. Like,
When you have gone public. You have gone public with saying,
hundreds of thousands
I
of
wish
people.
somebody else was dating my sister.
Are you going to object at this wedding?
Dude, I might have to. You want to show up with me?
I don't think I've been invited
who are
to
you
this
objecting
wedding.
for Ken or
Put
you?
you on a 250 yard and it'll be over. Rolling up on that.
I think Gavin's just living vicariously.
Bro,
Dude, don't say that. That's what I was going to say.
really is.
What are you talking about?
Gav, as much crap as we give you for not being a true redneck, I think you are trying to be a true redneck.
There's no more of a redneck move.
Dude, I don't want that. No, thank you.
He's given, what an honor, Ken. A redneck like Gavin giving you permission to date his sister. That's like...
It's about as good as it gets, but...
Damn right, Ken. It's all you, man. Just make the right moves and learn how to swing an axe.
Man, that's a very selfless move of you, Gavin.
The only thing more valuable than that's a 12 valve.
I don't got one of those. I might have to find one.
Gavin barely has one of those. Yesterday, oddly enough, Evan goes, Ben, you think I'm a stinky boy now At 30, you should have smelt me at 13. I didn't change my underpants for 45 days one
did
time
say that.
because
No,
they were
I did.
my lucky underpants.
Dude, I remember them. They were from Old Navy. They were baby blue with gold with goldfish on them.
Not the inside.
And I don't know what made me decide that they were like my lucky underwear. And it was during the summer. So for whatever reason, I was just kept running them, hit them with a little Axe body spray.
You didn't wash them once.
No, and the craziest part about the whole thing, because I didn't do my own laundry, obviously, how did my mom
That's what I'm wondering.
not notice that there were no underwear in circulation?
She probably was just happy
socks
she wasn't
and-
washing skid marks out and she didn't want to ask questions.
But dude, I finally had to retire them because
Like, this is good.
The undercarriage of them literally just blew out. It was like it was literally the outer seams and then like a middle stitch up the middle. It was like some misshapen thong. I just had to
my God.
How long did you?
Dude, the worst thing is after that run, I think I sent them into the laundry and my mom's like, these things are shredded, you gotta throw them. I'm like, no, I gotta keep those.
You're
Those
gonna
are my
sew 'em
lucky
back up
underpants.
or what?
I don't know. I think she washed them. I think I just like fired them back in the drawer and like they sat there for a while until I was too fat to fit them anymore.
How bad did those smell after 45 days of wearing them in the summer?
They smell fine. They smell like Axe body spray.
You guys remember when I didn't have a vehicle, so I was driving my mom's Outback, and then I blew it up. And
Which one?
Yes,
the
I
white
do.
one.
I remember.
'Kay,
In
so-
Fargo.
So I blew up that Outback, so I didn't have a car, and so
Neither did your mom.
yeah. So I drove her black car.
Jake was such a little dick, dude.
Yeah.
He would
You
blow
always
up
made
his
it work,
car and
though.
then steal his mom's and then blow that up.
So I was driving her black Outback, which she was like, okay, don't
Don't
crash
yeah.
it or don't blow it up. Like,
You're like,
I need a vehicle.
Sick. I'll just put competition subs in it instead then.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did.
That's right.
Dude, put competition subs in your mom's Subaru
Dude, it
Outback that
bumped.
she loaned you.
You were driving your mom's car for 2 weeks.
Starts flexing the windshield. He concretes the back seat.
So let's not talk like license or anything. Let's just talk like practical application. I got in a helicopter.
Yeah,
What do you think the likelihood I get that thing off the ground safely?
0%.
I know what the collective is. I know how
I
the
know.
rudder works. I know all that. I've played Flight Simulator.
No, yeah, you'd get it off the ground. You'd be back on the ground in about 6 seconds. Not the way you want it to be.
So we get in this bitch.
Look at it. Look how big it is.
Gas station in the world.
Unbelievable.
Everyone who
Dude, we got to go back to
And they actually make Buc-ee's bigger than
Ken's
this.
already finding himself around. What do you got there, Ken?
Fresh food.
Brisket sandwich. Hey, man.
Fresh food too.
all at one. It was like 1 in the morning. Almost 2.
I gotta find Evan here.
There was furniture. By
Yep.
golly.
Yep, they're selling furniture. Here comes Ben and Evan. And Jeff, I'm like, uh-oh, better get over here.
You guys found your way here too?
I didn't realize Chase and Haley were gonna be here.
Ed, how you doing?
Look at this guy. He was a shell of a human being.
Oh my good. Oh my
So Ben
goodness.
starts choking him again, beating him up.
Did you? He goes, if I fought back, I'd get fired.
Well, we went wide angle here.
I thought maybe video. This might go in the
Look
YouTube
at it.
vid.
She's smiling.
It definitely should.
Attack!
Tap out. 1, 2. I never tap out.
This dude over here didn't know what to think.
He's like, "Are we cool?" And he's like, "I think we're cool."
Evan, what's wrong with you? That was so inappropriate.
Goes back to paying. Then you're chasing him around out here.
Dude, Ben's noggin did almost get bonked on this pole.
Evan couldn't believe how much it cost him. It cost. Sorry.
If his head would have got bonked, I mean, he was smacking that $13 sandwich out of Evan's hands.
Dropped about half that sandwich on the
That
ground
was
out
sad. It
there.
was a sad sight.
Dude, I don't know what got it. Actually, I do know what got into me about 14 high noons.
Look at that run, dude.
Speaking of cream pies, where are you taking Randy for dinner tonight, Ken?
I don't think anywhere. I think Randy's staying right where he's at.
Oh boy.
A little night in, if you call it.
No, I've never broken down in it, though. The only time I did break down, so I'm cruising up to Gunnison. I start watching my temperature gauge. It overheats or whatever. I was like, shit, what do? Pull on the side of the road. And I'm like, oh, crap. Never want to ask for help, but some redneck guy in his F-150 stops. And he's like, hey, you need help? Shit, sure, come help me, dude. I was like, what is this guy actually going to do for me? So we start looking at it.
F-150 guy.
Yeah, he can't actually help me. Yeah, he's probably a city boy. And starts looking at it. Yo, dude, you got a hose leaking right there. I was like, dude, what are we going to do? We don't have any freaking Ace Hardware stores near us. And he looks at me and goes, you got a rubber? No, I don't got a rubber, man. What's a rubber? And he goes, me and the old lady got old rubber. So runs back to his truck. Old lady, yeah.
Used?
Oh, no, not used.
You said
not
old
used,
rubber.
not
I
used,
was
no.
like, damn, he's keeping this guy.
He's talking condoms.
Dude, I still have no clue what's going on. What are you going to do with a condom, dude? And comes back comes back over. We take the hose off, and it was actually genius what we did.
So then you put your pants back on.
He put his pants on.
So as soon as he finished, he fixed my line in a jiffy.
He didn't fix my truck yet. My truck was still broken.
He comes back. Gavin's got his pants down. He's like, hey, what are you doing?
No.
Cheapest fix I've ever had.
After the rubber was done, then the guy went to the back of the truck and he put a new hose on it.
Shut up. All right.
Gavin gets done, and he kind of just chuckles at the guy. And he goes, what are you laughing about? And he hops back in his truck and starts it up and goes, my truck was just fine.
No. That's not how it went, dude. We
Okay, so tell you take the condom.
So yeah, when coming owners are in heat, they just pull over and put the flashers on.
put the gas cap out.
Lured in a little F-150.
Looking for the city boys.
Dalton pulls up. Evan goes, let me sit in the passenger seat. Or let me sit in the driver's seat. Let me sit in the driver's seat.
Sets up his tripod.
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my goodness.
You gotta film a quick TikTok first.
Dude, so we take the hose off. I'm like, all right, so we got a good split in it. How do we fix this? Cuts the rubber in half. We wrap the rubber around, put the clamps on so that the coolant can still flow through. Put it back on. Ran all the way back to Gunnison. 0 problems.
Something I think about a lot, which goes back to you, is like you have 2 kids. And eventually, like I'm going to have kids. These guys will have kids. How much has having kids changed the way that you operate in terms of a business? Obviously, it's changed your personal life, but like...
All right, I'll tell you this. So, like, the first 4 months of having a kid, your first kid, it will take you and your wife to rock bottom just because of the situation of losing all your sleep. You will lose it because you're going to be so strung out about keeping the thing alive. Long term, as long as you can set your wife up correctly to have like help, like we have grandmas that help a lot, and you can get her that free time to like spend time with you. It can not affect your work life too much, and you definitely have to sacrifice work life first to be with mom and baby, because you know there was certainly a point where I didn't prioritize them enough. That doesn't help anything, and like the baby just multiplies all your issues. So if you have, per se, a drinking problem, the baby is going to take whatever your issue in life is and multiply it by 2,000%.
Really?
Just because that's what they do. They just make your life complicated because of the loss of sleep and what it does to your wife and things like that. So what I would encourage you to do is get to your point where you're not strung out and the business is ran really well and you can rely on those trustworthy employees. Then have a baby, and it's a great process. But no matter what, you're going to hit rock bottom at some point because of loss of sleep or any outlying issue you may have in your life. Like, that's what babies do. I think it's actually designed part of the process is they're so difficult to raise. We in particular, I think, had a tough baby. Our first one, Rip. For some reason, they just don't want to sleep or they don't want to eat. What it does to your wife is unbelievable because their mom brain is, I have to keep this baby alive and I love it so much. They won't prioritize anything but the baby, and you're trying to prioritize other stuff, and then it's just like, boom, it's crazy. Once you get through those difficult times, like right now, I know the kids are set. I don't stress about it at all the whole day. It certainly is a process to get to that point.
It's great advice.
Yeah, sorry we're quiet on this one. We got nothing.
Yeah, I'm just
dude.
thinking.
We're just like
I'm
soaking
just
it in.
No, I
right
mean,
there, dude.
I've
We're just
seen
like-
I've seen Maddie just like, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, she's always around, and she's got the kids with, and she's an awesome mom. I don't know if it was your mom or her mom, but they came up to us and told us last time we were, yeah, Rip loves watching the vids. I don't know whose mom it was, but
Probably it was either of them. But like grandmas are absolute key. I mean, obviously some people don't have the luxury of having a grandma, but like you got to find someone that really cares for the kids to help the mom, especially with two. And I will tell you guys this, whether it's the helicopter, the coolest thing you've always wanted in your life, it will not hold a flame to the words dada. When your kid says dada, there's nothing that touches it. Not the greatest freaking Starkvarg powered Ferrari with wings you've ever seen in your life. The first 6 months, it's like this little baby. You're like, okay, I get it. I'm a dad. When you walk home and that little guy says, dada, nothing touches it.
I've heard so many times, like when I broke my right foot, I like drove with my left foot. Cause like you just not gonna drive? And then I found out like a lot of people do that. I know there's different
It's
circumstances.
illegal, isn't it?
I don't really think it would hold up if they did try to get you on it. But like so many people hurt their right foot, and then they're just like, yeah, it's been so inconvenient not being able to get around. And I'm like, really? Like,
you guys didn't hear Grandpa Ron kick cancer's ass, buddy. Let's go!
Yeah, that was really great. That was really great that we did that happen. And you guys were there. That was wonderful.
How much do you think attitude plays a factor in it?
Oh, 95%.
Really?
I think so. I mean, you know, I would have days when maybe I wasn't feeling that great. And then I would start reading some of the stuff you guys do and some comments coming back. And I thought, what the hell am I doing feeling down? These guys are great. I mean, people all over the world wishing me well. Why the hell do I want to be down when they're thinking about me? So, and so that attitude just like that would snap me out of it.
we've been getting tagged in a YouTube video. It's basically a police cam footage
From Wisconsin.
From Wisconsin. They're chasing this guy in a pickup that's running from them. They finally catch him. He happened to go out on the lake, which happened to also be thin ice. The cops didn't want to go out. And then he hops out. They finally get him. He's in a Seaboys sweatshirt. It's like the thumbnail.
That's the thumbnail.
It's the thumbnail. And it's like kind of getting a lot of views because I think people maybe
think it's one of our thin ice videos.
Yeah, I mean, it does kind of like line up. But I got to read you guys some of these comments. I haven't seen this Seaboys video yet. Drunk driving on thin ice. That one was good. And then it was like, this guy really living life wide open. But I almost feel like we should send this guy another sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Evan had a pretty funny point. I don't know if it's true or not, but he goes, that looks like the type of guy to just steal the sweatshirt from somebody else.
Duh, man, I am on Buddy's side. He seemed like a nice guy. He just had a couple too many bush lights, but yeah, he did look like maybe he just grabbed it at a party.
Speaking of music, I was listening to a song, and this guy wrote this song about Ford Rangers. His name's Rick Duff, and I believe it's on the Canadian version of.
Oh wow!
Is this America's Got Canada's
Voice?
Got Talent or
yeah, oh, yeah.
is it The
Yeah.
Voice with
Canadians
the X's?
Got Talent?
Highway 50 North, yeah. My Ford Ranger got everything I need. No, I ain't talking about that speed. Oh, baby, she's getting drunk on that gasoline. My Ford Ranger hosts
That's really good.
Cheeto.
A Cummins engine, 6 wheels.
Hear that? 6 wheels.
6 wheels. Really?
Didn't hear
My
it.
Ford Ranger got everything I need. No, I ain't talking about that speed. Oh, baby, she's getting drunk on that gasoline. My Ford Ranger hopes to be like them Seaboys did to theirs. A Cummins
Name dropped us.
Wait,
what?
Wait, what?
Are you fucking listening to the song?
I can't hear a word he's saying.
I can't either. I don't know
Can
what
we
the fucking
name
name
drop
dropped
us? Can
Wait,
you put
what?
volume on the TV?
Yeah, it is. It's all the way up.
What? Dude, that's so sick.
By the time you get great at your sport nowadays, you no longer love what you do. By the time you get good enough to do what you love, you no longer love what you do because these kids are starting. I mean, I started at 4, but it was about having fun. Like, no one was pushing you, oh, yeah, let's go. You're going to make a living doing this. It was trying to push you the opposite direction. Like, you're wasting your time on skateboards and BMX and all this stuff. And now you can go to the Olympics doing this stuff. And it's gotten so much more difficult to be the best. You have to be so, it's taken a sport, in my opinion, I mean, motocross has always been around, but you have all these sports in freestyle and X Games that were all about having fun. Now you put it into the Olympics, and it changes the sport.
Yeah.
You know, the video parts aren't as big, but then, and we used to have a year to make a video part. You guys have to do a video part every week.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I think that there's like a certain type of person that uses the black ice, and usually it's like if you never ever clean your car and it just smells so bad, you have to cover it up with something. Evan.
On the flip
Filthy.
side, mine's filthy. Smells like black ice.
No,
Your
it-
truck smells like there's mushrooms growing in it.
Probably because it's a work truck, Evan, and it gets abused.
Okay, so throw a black ice in there for everyone else's pleasure.
That would not.
Like now, at first
Yeah,
you're
so
like,
then
okay.
I show up to the shop every day, hop out, and I'm feeling loopy because it smells so bad.
Well, I get like
It's that
okay.
strong.
Why do you like it, Mike?
I just think you're being a puss.
No, I think that we have. You know, a nice truck. It's got 2,000 miles on it, and it's already getting a black ice thrown into it.
Yeah,
It
I
still
agree.
smells like new truck.
The fat kid wheelies a quad.
For burrito.
That was
That's
the
Zorba.
whole idea was based on. Well, let's just wheelie to Zorbas.
Everything
That's where it started.
Yeah, it's just like the end goal, you know.
It's got 1 million views, I think.
All for a burrito.
Fat kid wheelies for a burrito.
Yeah, dude, literally.
That's what we named
Jake
it.
is doing a wheelie, and he's just got a little belly on.
Just a little tiny bit
Yeah, it's just a little ass crack hanging out. Not too much, though. Not too much.
out of your gym shorts.
Oh, no, it's fat kid rides with no shirt in freezing weather.
38 degrees.
Jake's always been doing stuff with his shirt off, though, in cold environments. Like,
Yeah, it never changed.
Yeah, no, yeah. Now you're just cold plunging, but you used to ride snowmobile with your shirt off. Everything you'd want to do shirtless. And we're like, dude, just put a shirt on.
Dude, I accepted my body, okay? I was just like, I am happy with it, and everyone else is going to be too.
Jake is just like a little pudgy, like a little bit of a muffin top. And we're like, all right, our resident fat kid. We use him.
We were maybe stretching that one a little bit, but
Yeah,
that's
might
what
have been a
made it
little
so
stretch.
funny.
I think a lot of the comments are like, he's
That's
not
what
fat.
made it so funny. I remember for a while, CJ couldn't keep his shirt on either, but like it hasn't been like
hot.
Dude,
Yeah.
that was
Like, actually
every
hot
time.
outside.
All right, we're about to start filming.
turn around
CJ takes
again?
his shirt off.
I
We're
never
like,
did
We're
that.
like, bro, what the fuck? Hey, what do you guys think about the Vitali, the YouTuber Vitali? He's more of a streamer now, doing like all like the I don't know if you can say it on the podcast, but like the pedo.
Absolutely amazing.
Exposing.
You see the one with we put him in the chair that broke?
No,
That's my new favorite one.
Let me see
Put
it.
him in the chair that
Let me
broke.
see it.
Oh, I don't know if I get. Look it up.
Yeah, well,
He's
our
done a-
TV is gone, but I did order a new one today.
where is it?
It's downstairs. It's next to the other TV.
Hooked up to Micah's PlayStation.
Oh, perfect. Is what Micah needs to be doing.
But no, yeah, they just set him up, and you know they do the celebration, but they give him this chair, and the chair looked like the chair I was sitting in at Gavin's house out in Colorado.
It just exploded.
Kind of a heavy set guy goes down like a ton of
Wait,
shit.
so they purposely gave him like a chair that would break?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny, dude.
And what? So like this guy was obviously he was trying to link up with like an underage person, and then they baited him in.
Yeah,
and catch
honestly,
him.
I saw this like on Instagram, like the 10-second clip. But yeah, I think that's the whole thing. They're just like online predators. They invite him
Yeah.
to meet, and then they act like they. I saw another one. He won a Corvette or something. Or
Dude,
Really?
yeah,
I haven't watched any of these on an actual stream. I guess I just see the clips. But I've always wondered, like, how do they bait these guys in?
They just start chatting with him on a fake account,
I
and then they say like I'm underage and all this, and then once they proceed to go through with it, then they're like, all right, we got one.
yeah. I think literally on Tinder or on Instagram, whatever. Like if you're on Tinder, you lie that you say you're old enough, and then right away they'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm actually 14," and then the people they just.
You want to take a seat?
And that's like an actor.
Sit right here. So it's facing- Yeah, it's just like a little.
Dude, that thing didn't even kind of break. It just exploded. Oh
sorry,
my
but
God, dude.
That is some quality content
Wait, they
right
do
there.
that every time?
Well, different
Oh
pranks.
my God, that's funny. So I didn't know that they. She's just so that guy clearly knows he's doing something wrong.
Yeah, I think he knows he's meeting up with a young person. Did you see the one?
Fuck, that's
there was
funny.
one.
Do another one. I want to watch another one.
I saw a clip of like Akon coming in, and he's like, "You got locked up, kid."
Akon come in?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's-
yeah.
He's
I
like
think
doing
Lil
that, and
Pump-
then Sway Lee. There was one with like Sway Lee coming in, and he changed like the words to one of his songs, and it was like singing in this guy's
What's
face.
wrong with this TV?
As the guy's getting arrested, dude.
Oh my god. Vitaly is just ruthless.
Dude, Vitaly really made a hell of a comeback.
He did. There he goes.
Oh my gosh, dude.
This is all live too.
Dude, I think it's an amazing concept.
It's funny.
Like, if- 'cause, like,
the
I-
chair is funny.
So
Sometimes I
obviously,
feel
like
bad-
To Catch a Predator is like
Yeah.
very. They've been doing that for what, 20 years?
Yeah.
Since modern television.
It's just
but
the next evolution of that.
doing
concept.
it live is a crazy concept.
Yeah.
You know.
How do you know? How do you know how it's gonna go? The guy could just be like, "You're right, man. Sorry," and then just sit down and not talk.
I think it's like one thing that like everyone can kind of relate on though is like it's fucked up.
I was gonna
You
say
know,
that
it's
like
not it's not very polarizing because there's like pretty much no way to defend it.
yeah, it's like I feel like everybody is aligned, and they're like, it could be if it was for drugs back in the day, people would be like, well, drugs are okay or drugs are bad, but like this one, there's just no. Everybody's just like, yeah, fuck this guy.
What's like if you're gonna prank somebody, like who's a better person to prank than somebody that literally everyone's gonna agree on is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like you don't
I
want to
agree
put
with
that breaking chair up to just a random person, but to a
Straight up.
pedophile.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't. Yeah, they don't have any human rights.
Yeah.
Evan, is your dad a gambler?
Yeah, but he doesn't like really go to the casino much or anything like that. But he rips scratchies.
I'm just trying to figure out where you got your gambling behavior from.
Well,
I
you got a
think I
very
just-
addictive
I was
personality,
just gonna.
CJ.
That's
Yeah, it's
that's
true. I guess you're kind of just
exactly-
addicted to everything that feels good.
Yep. Can't blame a guy for that.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard of the Cornbread Mafia?
No.
Like, seriously, I think it's a thing. Because, like, why is every Long John Silver still in business, but no one's ever there?
It's a good question.
Because they think it's a money laundering for the Cornbread Mafia. That's a thing. That's like an actual, like, thing.
What's the
I could see
cornbread
that.
mafia?
Sure.
Well, I think it's like a thing of everyone thinks there's like a cornbread mafia that they made a lot of money selling, a certain like it's not grass, but it's something like that, and they dump all their money into Long John Silver's. And
Are we getting into conspiracies
What are
already?
you talking about?
no, seriously, this is the thing.
No, I'm curious. What's been going on
This
with Long
worries
John
me.
Silver?
You know,
You drive by the
George's
buildings.
email is
And by the way,
cornbread
you
mafia.
can say drugs.
Wait, you can say drugs?
Yeah. If
Okay, so they sell drugs, right? And they take the money from the drugs, they put it into Long John Silver's.
George, what do you know about the cornbread mafia? Because he just brought that up, and that's your email, right? I thought you made that up.
Dude, he looks like a, what do they call it, like a capo or something to the cornbread mafia. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, he is. He doesn't even want to come sit down with
Did
us.
you just uncover something?
Dude, George is real antsy right now. He
Wait,
walking
listen,
back and forth.
Speaking of internet drama, we've been pretty vocal about the loss of someone real close to us.
Just felt like a hole had been ripped right out of here.
oh my gosh.
Oh Lord!
That sounds worse. Than
Oh Lord!
For you,
I'm gonna
it
let
was.
you settle that
For you,
maybe off camera.
for us.
Lord.
But yeah, peace has been restored in Cormorant. I'm happy to say.
A hole that couldn't be filled.
I'm happy to say. Without further ado,
Oh my gosh. So goddamn big.
Randy's back, ladies and gentlemen.
We got our crash test dummy back, and we found out who stole him.
I'm gonna
Real low life scumbag.
It was an inside
piece of
job.
shit.
An absolute.
Randy's back and he's already wrecking
Is
shit.
his leg falling off again?
Oh,
God
we
dang
took
it.
the sign down. Ben, you're gonna step on the sign.
Seriously, so heavy.
It just really makes you appreciate how much work our buddy went through. We found out who took Randy just actually a couple hours ago.
We did the podcast on it last week, and two things. They said, you guys know where he is, and you're just making it seem like you don't, which was a lie, partially a lie. The honest ones in the room did not know where he was.
The good guys.
Everyone that's not a Weasel and a rat.
Yeah. Basically, only the
It was a
two
good prank.
the two like real people who know how to troll on the channel knew where he was.
Hey, you guys got us.
Unbelievable.
You guys got us.
Turns of table there.
Dude, for real.
Oh, what was the second point? I lost my train of thought there. I was just thinking about how much of a weasel Evan was.
Well, were you just going to say people were either happy that Randy was gone living his best life?
Oh,
or
two
they
things.
were mad?
Yeah. No. They thought that we took him, or they thought that Jake Sherbrooke had him. It was like one or the other.
And yeah, so Randy has and always has worn bums and still does wear bums, but then
Jake's sunglasses.
broke his bums sunglasses at the skate park, and then was sporting some new ones, and then had these these extra new ones, and so Jake was just getting like, obviously Jake has them, he's in new bums, and I'm like, I don't know, anyone could order bums. But dude, even I'm getting an adjustment by your dad the other day, and then he's like, by Ben's dad, and he's like, so yeah, Jake's got Randy, then that's pretty funny. And then I was like, does he? And then he's like, well, yeah, because of the bums, And I was like, I don't know. But anyway, a lot of people thought that Jake was the captor.
Yeah.
Just because of the sunglasses.
Come to find out, we were actually all wrong. And the captor is currently sitting next to Micah right now.
Off camera.
And it was our friend Matt. Ken, you could probably just tear up that the papers that you had filed.
I think it might be too late.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Irreversible.
Matt. Last time you pull a prank on us, huh?
We're so positive around here and so negative on each other. We're like, you looking really good.
You're looking
And
really
then
good.
I remember I took my shirt off the other day, and then this is a true statement. Evan goes like, "Oh, Mike, you got a bit of a belly on you now." And
but Mike has
then-
a crackhead belly.
Yeah.
He's got your meth monstered out, but you still love beer, so
Yeah,
you're like flat, and then you just got a belly.
And then
Like a
Evan,
skeleton with a...
yeah,
A little barrel.
and then Ben just like,
Just because you're skinny now.
That is so aggressive to say. I'm sorry.
yeah, that first of all, that was like a dick thing to say. And then Evan's like, you got a bit of a belly on you, Mike. And then Ben just like, oh, he always has. No, he literally always has. It's not just now.
It's just a little bump. That's all it is.
Yeah.
A little bump. More, I'd say more just
I love it.
Californian than anything, but
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it.
Dude, actually,
a
you know
grade A
what's
chiller.
hilarious? I do go back to Canada and I hear people talk, and I'm like, Canadians sound so ridiculous, like insane.
oh, how do they sound?
Well, they're just like I'll go to the bars with my buddies, and they're like, "Hey, Spenny, come over here, buddy. Like, let's take a shot, eh?" And I'm like, oh, dude, I was like, I hope I didn't used to sound like that because it's so bad.
Yeah.
You honestly, now I get the South Park memes. And I never got it before because I lived there, so I just heard it all the time.
heads
Like it was
just
just
aren't attached
yeah, it was just
to your
normal.
jaw.
But even now, I'll hear my mom or my dad say something, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "What the heck? Like, that's not right."
Then when you go back to Cali, do you feel like the Cali guys sound weird?
Yeah, they do. Honestly, pretty much everywhere you go, even you guys have your own little lingo and little key secret words and stuff, and you have to learn them and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of funny.
Why has this dude got a GoPro recording him? Can we not get him an actual camera, Ryan?
No, Ryan steals too much money to have that in the budget.
It is the
We have
shittiest
another
quality.
camera,
We got
yeah.
7 cameras laying around here. We just toss a GoPro.
We
up.
do?
He's a big part of the podcast too. He's a big part.
Yeah, have you ever requested a camera?
Dude's in fisheye.
Well, it was an iPhone for a little bit, so we are.
That
making
was a lot
slight
better.
Upgrades.
Is
By
he at
the
least
way.
on Superview?
No, it's the one where it is super wide, so then it distorts your face.
Oh, yeah.
But we put you
Super
to
View.
linear.
He's on Superview. How many podcasts have we done and we haven't gotten Ken an actual camera?
This is 135. Dude, the budget's tight around here.
Yeah, because you steal all of it.
Do you guys like holding babies?
No, I don't hold my nieces and nephews until until they are old enough to take a fall.
That's something super smart.
I actually don't even think I've held a newborn baby before.
Not missing anything.
I don't think I've ever held one ever in my life.
I'm
Really,
missing
we can see
anything.
where Ben stands.
It was kind of like a middle finger to Discovery because I went to them first because they wanted to keep doing Diesel Brothers forever, and I just got tired of building trucks on the TV show. It's the worst. And so I was like, hey, these are other things that we do, recoveries, and it's still Diesel Brothers stuff and same vibe, same people. We're just out of the shop doing other stuff. And they're just like, nope, not going to work. We don't want to do it. It doesn't work. Stick with trucks. And so I was just like,
they didn't think it was going to work.
huh. I don't know if they didn't think it was going to work. Discovery's just terrified to make any decisions because they have their box that they have to follow. It's like a format, right?
Yeah.
this drama, high payoff, high stakes, blah blah blah. Every episode has to be the same, and to break away from that, I think individually all the people at Discovery know, but collectively they can't make a decision to save their lives, and everybody's so afraid of getting fired because it just happens
it's
in that
corporate.
industry.
Yeah,
you
somebody
go
makes the wrong
cast one
decision.
bad show or you let a show get canceled early or whatever, you're gone.
Yeah.
And so people are just too afraid to make decisions.
Ken, did that girl ever call you from that washed your moped?
She commented on the
your
video.
Skootski?
Really?
You guys see that?
Yeah, I gave her his number.
Oh, good.
If she did, my phone auto blocked it.
Nice. That's savage as F, bro. And I respect you.
As soon as I saw those eggs are back, I don't know if it would be too far. And I don't really use TikTok, but I want to like take a vid where I have like the Easter candy robin eggs and I like reach in there and eat them. But I don't know. So I'd be eating the candy, not the real eggs.
yeah.
But I don't know if some people would think that's too
That'd be
far.
hilarious.
That'd be the best.
Kind of made me want to get eggs.
What the hell is wrong with you?
It's chocolate eggs. There's nothing wrong.
Dude, it's just amazing. Every time I watch one of your videos, you're still taking falls. And I'm like, this guy just keeps eating these.
Just keeps eating.
He
I know.
eats falls for breakfast.
It is actually insane. Every video.
Just blessed with it. I don't know what happened at some point. I mean,
Blessed with the fall?
I must have crashed in the womb a couple times because I am ready to crash whenever. I mean, we can
Dude,
go crash right
100%.
now.
Your mom had to have fallen down the stair.
She must have been
or
on a
two.
couple quads, 3-wheelers, dirt bike. I mean, I don't know.
Yo,
Built in me.
Gavin's first photo on a 3-wheeler is his mom
She's
eating
pregnant.
shit.
Gavin in the belly.
His boy makes a lot more sense now.
That's where it came from.
Can I talk about the newspaper this week?
I don't know. Are we talking
Can
about
we?
this yet? Like,
I mean, it's all over Facebook.
I love right now that I was wondering the same thing, CJ. I was like, dude, can we? And then I'm like, well,
We can talk about it.
Ken's not going to bring it up. And then you did.
Well,
so.
Ken, how was your reaction to finding out
Genuinely.
you are running for mayor, even though you didn't sign yourself up?
Genuinely surprised, but I shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
Considering we talked about it, what, 2-3 weeks ago?
And I
But-
think the biggest thing was when we thought that only animals could sign up. We talked about it.
Ken
and then
is
we,
an animal.
Yeah.
Look at that, guy.
was.
You see him on the 4th of July, dude?
Whose line
That was an animal.
Whose line was that? Was that you or Cody or someone said that? We said, I thought only animals could sign up. And then someone said in the group chat, Ken is an animal.
As you guys know, we've explained the story many times before in the past. The mayor of Cormorant at one point for an extended period of time was a dog. Hence why we have that dog bark at the end. That was the mayor. He was famous. He was going on the Today Show, all this stuff. Passed away, unfortunately, like probably 5 years ago. Actually longer, probably like 7. And anyways, the town has grieved. They feel like it's now time to get a new mayor for Cormorant. There's a lot of dogs running for mayor. I don't know who slipped Ken's name into the ballot, but Ken is also running for mayor now, and he made it into the top 4. So there's 3 dogs, and then there's Ken running for mayor of Cormorant. Ken, you could be the fucking mayor, dude.
I think we can potentially push enough votes through. And
Exactly. I think it's going to happen. I mean, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. These dogs don't have a following.
know, they don't have a chance.
What the fuck are the dogs even going to do for the community around here? Just shit? Just shit around, like fucking. They don't even pick up their own poop. Ken is gonna make a difference.
He's going to put roundabouts in.
I got to ask, where did the eggs Kenedict come from?
I'm not gonna lie.
I actually
Justin took care of getting you entered in and he wrote the bio.
Because he was the closest.
That's Justin humor.
And actually,
Mine would have been different, and Justin did a great job.
But CJ said, you guys, should we make it a little more serious?
Yeah.
Because like this is, I mean, it's not like fake.
Big deal.
This is
yeah.
real.
So I looked at the newspaper. I didn't actually read it, and then I took a Snapchat of it and put it down. And then last night,
I'm running for mayor. Better just not read this.
So last night, like some locals, they walk up to me and they say, "Hi, eggs Kenedict." And I was like,
Yeah, like
what are you
I've
talking
actually
about?
never,
funny
I've
now,
never
dude.
heard that either. I clearly didn't read it all the way through either. Then
The mail guy told me when he dropped off the
really,
paper.
Yeah. Yeah.
really. So you actually didn't read that text from
What
Rob?
was your initial reaction?
No, I didn't. I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Just a day in Ken's life, dude. Ken lives.
I had so many other things going on at the time. I was
did.
like, I can't process this. I gotta.
Anyone else finding out that they are in the top 4 of running for mayor and they possibly will be the mayor of the town would be like,
they're
holy
tripping.
shit. But Ken has been through so much, so much. You got to keep in mind, Ken was just living his life. And then one day his buddies just started filming him. And now he's just this world-renowned superstar who can't go anywhere without getting pictures and is getting a prank pulled on him week after week for the past 8 years. But, so this is nothing for Ken. There's another day. But, yeah, I think it's just going to be... It's crazy
you
when
could be
you think about it.
surprised that you responded
people would.
in that way. Oh, that's cool. But you're not surprised.
No, there's going to be one more thing with running for mayor.
Oh, you just wait.
Do you want to win?
Fuck yeah, I want that. I want to have mayor of Cormorant in my Instagram bio.
Ken Matthews for mayor.
Yes.
Ken Matthews for mayor.
Yeah, what's
And
up
now
with
it
this? Yeah, we
freaking
got a snowstorm
snowed
this
again.
weekend?
Yeah, you know it's bad when I was at, the local bar. You hear people talking about the weather
Muttering.
and they go, you guys ready for the storm this weekend? And I don't really check the weather that often. So I'm like, oh, shit. That if they're talking, that means it's coming.
Yeah, I heard the same thing. I was
That
like,
March-
I had no idea it was going to be so
Nasty,
much.
yeah.
Apparently it's coming, though.
Dude, everybody's freaking out over 3 inches, I think.
Well, that's pretty good, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, 3 inches is a lot.
Yeah.
You're working with a lot at 3 inches.
What is one thing that you could also tell Ken and Gavin of the signs of a crazy woman to watch out for?
That's pretty easy. I mean, it kind of is. And when I was married after my daughter's mother, it would have been my third marriage, I was a clinical psychologist, right?
She was?
Yeah, that was her profession.
Were you a patient?
I became one. Was so regimented in what she's going to do. At 5 o'clock, you can have a drink. Before that, you can't. I did not.
That wasn't going to fly.
I would.
How the hell did you get to marriage?
It was
to
the
find that out?
shortest marriage ever.
Well, her dad was worth $20 million.
Oh, so
was
you
the
were-
start.
you were gold digging.
Well, not really. She was a beautiful woman. Besides, then I didn't play golf for a year and a half when I was married to her. No.
Wow.
What the hell
not,
were you
not
doing?
drinking till 5 or not playing a golf really doesn't sound
What
like
the
me.
fuck were you
No,
doing?
I don't know.
Like, actually, what were you doing?
I don't remember.
Yeah, you're done.
You ever thought about doing?
No, I'd rather stick to feats of strength.
I feel like
jumps.
So
you
you
Farting
wouldn't,
in
you
bottles.
wouldn't take the bag if they're like, listen, we have so many women here that want to pay a premium fee to get some scandalous photos of your
yeah,
all my
it would
followers
be
are
women.
dudes.
I feel like if you didn't, it'd be kind of sketchy.
This is kind of like a 2-part question
gotta
for me.
say OF.
So you'd say no, you're not taking that bag because there's
How much
got to
money are
be
we talking about?
millions.
Yeah, but you
Sell
have to
your
do.
soul.
Bro, you for sure could make millions of dollars, but
Sell your soul. So at
Yeah,
what
for sure.
cost? And at the end of the day, when
It's a good
you
point.
got the money in the account, like, are you actually happy?
dude, I hate to say it, but if no one wants to see me, I can't sell out for only like fucking 2 people to buy the thing. You imagine?
Sell out.
Yeah,
These guys
I
make fun of
sell
you.
out. I'm like, fuck. No one bought it. This was supposed to be the exit. Now I don't have anything.
That was
Yeah, the
more
pod's like,
embarrassing
fuck
than
you. I'm leaving. Go follow
Yeah.
my OnlyFans next week.
No
You're
one,
back.
No one. But so this is
Wait, yeah, you guys must not have stayed till the end. What heavies are to you is what Dalton is to Evan.
Just can't
Kryptonite.
get away from
Yeah,
it.
you
No,
can't
I-
get, can't
I
get away
don't-
off your mind.
I don't think that is a good way to look at Dalton.
Okay.
Like,
Look at him.
it's
Now
certainly
he's-
not
now
how
he's
it's not
defending him.
how I
Now
look
he's
at him.
defending him.
No, I am not defending him.
Okay.
I just don't think saying I look at Dalton the way Gav looks at heavies. That is disgusting.
Gav looks at heavies like Michael looks at hot dogs.
I don't salivate
There it
and
is.
have to
Yeah,
waistband it when I look at
No,
Dalton.
no.
Damn,
Hey, I don't even look
damn,
at heavies. I don't look at heavies anymore. I'm just working on a, fitness
Working on
program
himself.
to make my girlfriend a little heavier.
Fitness program. So what's that entail? She's
Are
a
you
cheerleader, bro?
are you
Lots of brownies and chocolate.
Your quad guy's showing, bro. I've never seen you so passionate.
I don't even like quads.
Yeah, you do.
Do we have a 4-wheeler shirt around here? Take that dirt bike shirt off, dude.
I might ride a quad. I ain't wearing a 4-wheeler shirt.
I'm on the same account that you are for Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm. I'm on the same account you are, dude. I've seen some shit you bought, dude. Sorry. Dude, you gotta archive
The
those.
sauna
man.
bucket?
Last night when I was leaving,
Now we do.
he says, "Don't let your meat loaf."
Yeah, classic.
Always.
I go,
have
"See
to-
you guys. Don't let your meat
Meatloaf.
loaf."
Yep.
And then
What does that mean?
Don't let your meatloaf.
It's just like a funny There's
I
no
think I
meaning.
have an
There's no
idea
meaning.
what it means. Like, you know,
I don't think
don't
there's
let your meatloaf like I should be getting laid that night.
That's
by my girl, obviously. Right?
Yeah, I mean,
Don't let your
don't let your
meatloaf like
meatloaf.
it starts
Loafing?
loafing. I'd assume like
Is
when
loafing
when,
like laying around?
Maybe.
Chilling?
I mean,
like it's
but that's
not
what I
being
mean, it's
put
not-
to use. It goes bad. Maybe
it's
I don't
just a
fucking
play
know.
on-
I think it's
It's
just a
not
fun thing
loafing.
to say.
Yeah.
It's
It-
just
it's so-
Well,
so
that's kind
since
of what I
just-
took it
so
as.
since
So
it's
I
like,
went
hey,
straight to
hey.
business when I got home. I was like, Evan told me not to let my meatloaf.
I'm
Hate
not
to
gonna.
let him down.
Here it is.
No way.
I just typed
It's a
in "don't
saying?
let your meatloaf."
Urban
Here it is,
Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary. A sexual expression one guy says to another guy or group of guys when he is leaving, referring to his
wow.
junk. The response by the other guy is usually something like, "Don't let your bag drag" or "Don't let your
Oh,
carrot
so-
stick."
It's a saying.
No, it says
you're
a
making-
sexual expression.
Yeah.
One guy says to
Yeah.
another guy, so it's true.
But I don't
Sexual
think I
expression.
don't think it means what you just stated. I think it's just
Referring to his junk.
referring to his junk.
So
That's
just
it.
don't let your meatloaf. Maybe it means like, I don't know. Maybe maybe it means just like keep it clean.
And every time I would say, dude, just cash out and walk out. Because I've seen this dude up like $1,000, maybe $1,500, and you always piss it away
Every
without-
time.
every single time.
Yeah. No, 95% fail rate.
So I thought that, you know, maybe I was being a good friend by telling him, hey, dude, just walk with this $500 or with this $1,000. Like you are walking out a winner right now. And then I'd look over and you're celebrating again, and I'm like, hey, how did he get more? I told him no gambling. How much did you win? $1,000. I'm like, fuck.
Hey,
Good job, dude.
I know I quoted this about 37 times. The hangover line. Do you remember what it was?
You never quit while you're on a heater.
Exactly.
I have a video of it, actually. Pop it up right here.
Are you serious?
You never quit when you're on a heater.
What?
You never quit when you're on a heater.
So, Mike, what's the deal with you got pulled over this weekend again?
I did, and
What-
I do have a deal for you
Yeah.
guys. It's
Well,
a
hold
real
on.
good one.
What was this number? Like, what was how many times now have you
This
been
I
pulled over?
believe is my 63rd time.
Oh,
smokes.
And how many tickets do you have? Is it a lot of tickets?
Like 15.
Okay.
So like pretty good ratio.
That's a lot.
Dalton goes, yeah, he's got a fake chain to Evan. And that just struck a chord with him. And he was like, hey, fuck you, Dalton. your ugly ass blue truck. And
The
then that
reason-
struck a chord with Dalton.
No, it was the vice versa though, because he said something about Dalton's ugly truck, and then Dalton just responded behind the camera, "He's got a fake chain." That's what I thought was
Like-
funny. Like he defended
I don't know
himself a
what you
few
guys-
minutes later.
I don't know what you guys had going on that day because, like, I came over. I think I came to pick up Eli from work, and it was like there was some tension.
Yeah.
It was
Even
that
Justin,
day.
even
No,
Justin
Ryan-
came over for
Ryan
a
was
second
getting a little
It
bit
was that
snippy.
day.
and goes, oh,
Yeah.
hostile
it was,
working
it was
environment.
because
huh?
Evan didn't like the rap.
There was a lot of tension that day.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
we
okay,
don't
I'm,
get into
I'm going home now.
It's just funny that you noticed it because like
Big Ranch
that day in
could feel
particular.
it.
Yeah.
Big Ranch is I'm going back to the farm.
Yeah.
Even I like
And he goes, I didn't know I couldn't have an opinion. And we're like,
yeah, no, it's,
nobody fucking asked you for your opinion on 100 things since we've been talking here, Evan. That's where we have a problem. You can give your opinion when asked.
And then I think that's when Ryan was like, why do we all
Yeah.
got to be like this? Why can't we just freaking get this thing done? I'm sick of everybody just bitching.
bickering, bitching.
Yeah,
And
Big
Evan
Ranch
goes,
just pulled a
and
Yui.
that's when Evan goes, didn't know you couldn't bitch anymore.
It's like, God
He's just
damn.
Evans over there just
But
like,
then
He's just crying.
you know what? You can bitch if you want.
That's a whole podcast. If we get into the Dave Sparks annual tally up on damage to vehicles, it's incredible.
It is. It really is. Yeah, you back it up. He's been saying that, and then you just continue to back it up. But it's not with your stuff, which is amazing.
Well,
it's
it's
like
just-
everything that you have keeps just
Yeah.
working flawlessly.
It's weird. It goes back to stuff being dialed, right? It's not operator error. It's just the stuff's got to be dialed.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Hopped in Cleve's
That
sand
snow
rail.
rail seemed like it was working real good for a
Dude,
long
yeah,
time.
I tell you,
I
did
did
the
not
exact same
operator
thing.
error is.
I mean, we're getting to it, but after his
Big day of stunts.
pilot crash, he's like, we're like, Gav, actually, are you okay? Yeah, I'm 100%. And I go, 100%?
Yeah, now you're lying.
And then he goes, I'm 75.
I love cages.
Dude, yeah. Piles up the pilot.
My favorite part about the three-wheeler crash, well, at one point, he couldn't find the bumper for the 3-wheeler. It was lost. And he had pooped himself. He hit the ground so hard. So then we were cracking jokes like maybe the bumper is in fact up in his butt. But he made the joke like, oh, I pooped myself. It's funny, whatever. He hit his butt hard. Well, about 4 hours later, he was working down in a hole with a shovel, and he was bent over. His underwear were hanging out. So I was like, I'll give him a wedgie. That'll be funny. Turns out he really did poop his pants.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. I haven't seen this
I mean,
video
play
yet.
him actually jumping right here. Like, this alone is sketchy.
Can we run the audio after he crashes? That's the best part.
Like, everything he does is sketchy.
Ouch.
That one hurt, Ev. Oh, fill up my butthole. My butthole, Ev. Oh, oh. Oh, my bung. I feel like I pooped myself. Oh, freaking A, dude. That was a good crash. How'd it look to you? Talk to me, Ev. That sucked.
It looked really bad, bro.
Did it really?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to laugh. That was freaking gnarly.
I feel like I pooped myself. Holy crud. That was a good one, bro. What'd you think?
Bro. Dude, I'm barely recovered. Pulled the hamstring pretty bad.
Did you actually?
In
that
barefooting. Exactly. Did it barefooting.
No.
What? Say it.
Gav, I know that you went out with the intentions to barefoot, but being the ski never left, I don't think you tore it barefooting. You
We're
tore
gonna
it
barefoot.
water skiing.
He was attempting to barefoot though when he did it.
Did you tear it trying to get up?
I popped it. No tear. Hopefully no tear. Trying to get up. Not good. That's how you did?
Yeah. I would have figured your gnarly fall.
I
would
don't
have
know
been
what it
how
was.
you-
I think I'm too fat, man, because I was just fighting that board the whole time trying to get up. Pop.
Dude, barefooting is just like the gnarliest thing to me. The fact that people pretty much know the outcome of it.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
you're
gonna
nine,
fall,
nine,
best case
nine
scenario.
times out of 10, you're going to end by just eating shit really hard. And they still do it.
I think it's the
amazing.
most unsafe water sport you can ever do by far.
Yeah, there's like pretty much no safety precautions.
Nothing
whatsoever.
No.
Like the most, I guess, protection that you can have is like how thick your wetsuit is.
That's about it. And how hard you took your chin, apparently.
Yeah, dude. So what do you think the key is?
Well, the key for this one is, you know how it's, you guys know about the kidney bean layout, right? You know that the race goes down into
Yeah.
the...
Oh, yeah,
the best.
you can't do that.
A lot of crashes.
Yeah, Ken took out like 3 barrels last
that's
time.
right.
That is so entertaining.
Dude, he was the most entertaining racer on the track.
I know. Sometimes, see, that's the thing. Some people bring the show. Some people come to win.
I can see why. Yeah, you keep inviting us back. yeah, because it ain't for the competition aspect of it. Dude, I don't think anybody's cut out to be Evan.
And I was just thinking, man, heavy is the head that wears the crown, dude.
Everybody wants to be the king until they feel the weight of the crown. This is nothing, Rich. Just wait till it's Monday and it's time to film. That's when everyone else would bow out of being Evan.
Yeah.
That's what divides Evan from being, you know, that's what divides the phonies from being the real deal.
Yeah, you can't just have long hair and shave in a goatee and be Evan.
Yeah, just drink all weekend and then you think, oh, I'm Evan.
I couldn't handle it after 12 hours. I had to get rid of that thing.
So what did you dislike about being Evan the most? Like because you did not have the goatee for very long.
You're always complaining about stuff. It's always other people's problems.
You can only be a piece of shit for so long.
I'm just excited because I've always thought those quads were so sick. Never rode one.
Did it for Evan.
Did you hear that?
He thinks it's
Did
cool.
you hear that?
Yeah, clip that.
Clip it. Put it out there, dude.
Hey,
Evan thinks quads are sick.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You said it, dude. I heard it.
Suzuki's. I think Suzuki's are
Nope.
sick.
I heard.
I've always thought those quads were sick.
Yeah, dude. You think quads are sick?
No, that.
New T-shirt.
That-
Quads
that-
are sick.
that quad.
Evan.
With Evan's like signature underneath it.
Can we make it?
Quads,
Ken, mock it
quads
up.
are sick and then signed off by Evan.
Micah, you got to design it. We'll have it out by next Monday.
I was thinking about this, right? That houses have quadrupled in value, and I feel like
just
it's really-
price, not value.
or, yeah, price.
Sorry.
I feel like it's really the golden. No, I appreciate that. This is comedy
Dude,
educational.
Mike is like a real-time autocorrector on your phone.
Correcting it
Or
in the
like
way you don't want it to.
grammatically
You
correct.
say you try saying
Okay,
fuck
well,
and he corrects it to duck.
Oh.
Yeah, that is the best way to put Mike.
No, because like I just corrected Ryan like 100% legitimately, and I wasn't. And then he's like, "No, actually."
Yeah,
that
I know,
was
but
wrong."
it's when we're saying something, you go no, and then you correct us every fucking time.
Every time, dude.
Every time.
Literally, I don't even let you guys talk around here.
It's mostly when they're trying to tell a lie for a story, and they're just like, no.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ken, for clarifying. Tell a lie.
I don't know if we can talk about this on the pod, but did you guys fucking watch the debate?
Oh man, yeah, bro,
dude, I've been getting so many.
That was
so
some
many just videos from it, and it's amazing that was like actually something that happened.
That was great TV in my opinion.
Was it? I couldn't watch it.
Oh my god, it's so entertaining.
It's like a South Park sketch.
It's just so entertaining.
Yeah. I got served like a South Park reel right after I was watching debates, and it was like, all right, the giant douche against the turd sandwich. Yeah.
That's an old one. That's an old one, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, dude, man, what is it? Reality imitates art?
Yeah,
art imitates reality, or whatever it is.
If a South Park sketch hasn't happened yet in real life, it's only a matter of time.
No, it was genuinely entertaining though. I'm only about halfway through it. It was like a movie. Like I would say, if you have an hour and a half, like just sit down and watch. It's just genuinely entertaining.
Wow.
Here's my opinion: like the Democrats knew what they were doing. They were throwing Biden to the wolves. There's
I'm
no
surprised.
way
I'm surprised
that they
they
thought
let.
that was
I'm
going to go
surprised
well.
they let it go.
They want him to maybe step down, like whoever's pulling the strings. So they were like, "Oh yeah, let's 100% send him to a debate
That was
early enough, so then like they can put Newsom in."
I don't know if you guys watched like the commentary afterwards, but that's the only thing people were talking about.
I think it was CNN that was the one that was like broadcasting it. And before they were talking about how like, yeah, this is going to be a great thing. Earliest presidential debate in history. It's great. And then immediately after they're like, yeah, that was a mistake.
And that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
I don't know though. Funny. Like, why would they agree to do that if there wasn't some like hidden agenda like that?
It's still like a month and a half out from like the convention. So, like he still technically has been nominated as the.
Yeah, I think this was like a trial to see like if he had the chops, or well, that gives us enough time to maybe get somebody else in there.
Yeah,
because like it makes no sense to me. Like I'm just trying to make sense
you can't
of it.
avoid it for forever though. You know, like it's inevitable. How do you like avoid it for forever? So they probably just had to start. They had to eventually face it head on. I don't know. You know, I'm not going to take sides on either side. It was great TV. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically just like college.
Exactly.
Like, it's kind of like the college thing too. I think that all the time of like kids that spend $50,000 on college and then they're not willing to spend $500 on something to start their business.
Exactly, which is insanity to me, dude. I see people all the time. Oh man, that's a huge investment. It's like, wait. You just spent $75,000 that you got nothing for, that you're going to spend the next 20 years to pay off. Yeah. And you're telling me that having a mentor or having somebody help you is not worth it? You're a fucking idiot.
It's because society has been just like trained to think that college is like such a safe bet, but it's not.
No. It's the worst thing you could possibly do if you do not have purpose and like a path.
I also don't think like being an employee is bad though. Like
no, I don't either.
The world, needs that too. And not everyone is meant to be like an entrepreneur.
And that's a hard conversation to have, but it's true.
And a business owner, and it's just like it's the truth. Like I think I tell my girlfriend that too. Like she's like one of the hardest working people I know, but like she's not that much of a savage, and like you kind of just got to be like in business. And I'm like, I think are too nice to be like a business owner like that. You gotta snap necks and cash checks sometimes.
Yeah. Well, dude, this is what I would say, because a lot of people ask, can anybody be an entrepreneur? The answer is yes. But there are entrepreneurs that are born, and then there are some that can be made. Not a lot, but there are some. But it's a really, really quick test. And it's this. Would you rather sink on your own ship or sell on somebody else's? And my answer is I will sink on my ship all day long before I sell on somebody else's ship.
Yep.
And that's why I have to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I looked up the Denver Nuggets roster.
How's it look?
I was just
Why are you doing that? Why, Ryan? Evan, chill.
What's the average height on the starting line?
It's kind of funny because their starting point guard is Russell Westbrook.
Oh no.
Russell Westbrook's brother, I heard, was hitting on your
Oh,
girlfriend.
there we go.
Dude. Greta, yeah. Oh shit.
How does that feel on the ego?
This is who Ben looks like. He looks like Michael Schofield from the show Prison Break.
Such a good show.
Prison Mike.
You
Prison
do.
Mike.
You look a lot like him.
I've actually been getting that a lot.
And then CJ kind of looks like Caillou.
Damn.
That guy's pretty famous.
Yeah,
It's
cool.
Look how perfectly circular his head is.
He's got more of a bowling ball head.
He's kind of got drip in this picture too, dude. Look at that.
I should dress like him. That would be funny. This is funny.
This is not a crash.
Turn up,
but-
turn up.
Just break it. Ken's first Tesla, dude.
They said crunch down, crunch down. I'm getting in
This is the
Ken's
best.
frunk of his Tesla. Crunch down. I'm like, I can't.
Oh my god. No way. No way. No way. Get it, get it, get it.
Yes! How do I open it?
Oh, no, wait.
Oh shit, it doesn't work.
What?
I can't get it to go.
It's actually jammed.
You gotta open it.
Well, open it, Ken.
Dude, it fucking wasn't opening. That could have been so bad.
What do we got going on here?
All right. So your sister sent this to me after last podcast when you surprisingly started backing up fruit booting, aka rollerblading. This guy thinks everything's Cheeto, but then all of a sudden you bring up rollerblading, the actual one of the more Cheeto things. That's not Cheeto. That's not Cheeto. I'm like, what? Dude. You're gonna say that's not Cheeto out of all the other things you walk around all day and call Cheeto?
If they're out there getting after it, why is that Cheeto that some kid is passionate about riding his
If
fucking
someone's out on
rollerblades?
a Harley riding wheelies, enjoying
I have
putting on
never
1,000 miles, that's not Cheeto.
No, you just combine two
doing
things.
a burnout,
You just
riding
if you're
it.
doing wheelies on a Harley, not Cheeto. If you're going bar to bar with your belly hanging out on the Harley, that is Cheeto.
All right, what do we got with these fruit booters?
So his sister sent me these.
And don't call them that. That's offensive to Evan.
Is it? Yeah. Is
No,
it?
it's not offensive to me at all.
You call them fruit booters up north?
Dude, I'm glad. your sister
I've never
has this
heard
footage.
fruit booters. That's new.
It looks like you're
That's
on a
new term
scooter
unlocked.
here.
Dude, that was the most legendary skate
Cloquet
spot in
Youth
Cloquet.
Center.
No, well, yeah, it's middle school.
This way.
That's a nice little four set.
Nice.
Whoa.
Bar spin. This is an edit.
Damn.
Yo,
I didn't know
I
you were
chopped
chill
that
like this.
onto-
Is this a sponsor me video?
Was this like this looks like it was a year before we had you join the team.
what?
Dude, I remember making that.
That was sick, actually.
From the I don't even know what they were called. Like it looked like a cassette that ran in the camera. And
It was a disc.
And
It was
then
a little
hooked that
disc.
up to the TV and had the VCR and
I
where the
remember
VCR
that
was
too.
attached to the TV. Like it was a one-piece deal. And then like there was a mad delay, so it was so hard to like.
You were like pausing and stopping.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what you're doing. And then the next one,
I
it's
think
just
we've already
it's
had
actually
this
on
on-
YouTube.
No,
Evan
we've
Chef
done this
Speedo.
before.
I'm surprised this hasn't gotten more
Speedo?
views.
No, we've done this.
We haven't
What are you
seen
doing?
the Speedo one.
You're in your rollerblades on with a Speedo on.
What?
Yeah, we were just super
Oh my
bored.
god. Wait, that's you. Oh my god.
What do you call that definition of fruit booting right there?
That's an air hump.
That's the definition
That's
of
an air
fruit
hump.
booting.
You're air humping.
Dude, I just threw on a
Dude,
Speedo
this
and
is-
an orange
this
ski
is
mask
why-
and hit the
This
streets.
is why he was like,
scooter-
no.
Scootering and rollerblading sick, dude. That's not Cheeto.
My favorite
That's
part
insane.
is the
That's
camera
insane.
shaking because the guy's laughing so hard.
Gab, can we talk about how you're not with your girlfriend anymore or no?
Let's run
Are you ready?
Can we actually?
You don't have to go in.
So
Are you
Gab's
ready for this
girl
to be
piled
public?
up half an NBA basketball team.
No,
Start
don't
with
do
that.
lies.
Don't.
I feel like you owe it to the audience because you met this gal on the show, and now you guys have gone your separate ways. But you had a pretty good run,
Had a great run.
like longer than anyone expected. And
What's that mean, bro?
nothing. It's just like it's like you look at these game shows, these love shows. You don't think that the people are actually going to kindle a relationship from it. And I mean, how long was
Dude.
it? 7 months.
7 months. I found love. I mean, you guys did help me find love. It just wasn't the right fit.
So it wasn't
She was a
love.
nice girl though.
She was an awesome girl, but just didn't like three-wheelers quite as much as I thought she did.
It's always the 3-wheeler.
Gav, I remember you bringing up that you were trying to thicken her up, but she wasn't getting thick fast enough.
I don't think she liked that part either.
I can't imagine why.
Just mashed potatoes. That's it.
I can see Gav adding 3 extra sticks of butter to
Oh,
like
so
every
much.
meal.
No, but
Food
no.
that doesn't even deserve butter.
Dude, she was freaking awesome. It just wasn't, just didn't completely go together all the way. So
Was it?
now I'm on to hopefully finding a new redneck gal.
I thought you were gonna say bigger things.
And that too.
Not better, but just bigger things.
Definitely not better.
Dude, honestly, her loss. Where else is she gonna find a half-ass redneck with a twike and a 12 valve.
She's not. I mean, you can't find that, right?
One of a kind guy.
Not with all those NBA players she's hanging around. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, like you always say, she ain't a lady unless she's 280.
Damn right. Thank you, Ken. I'm gonna keep that in the back of my head.
Brother, she traded in the 12 valve for a Range Rover, a Rolls Royce.
Whack.
Brother, whack is right. Whack is right. What's that about, man?
Yeah, what's up with her?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Must not be thinking straight.
Can't pull with that
my
shit.
God. No. I mean, what the heck's that about? 12 valves forever.
Us three get through, and then the rest of these guys were at the back of the TSA line, and we get on the airplane. They close the doors. These guys didn't make the flight, right? So you have to go and get a new flight, and usually they can like get you out that day. Well, CJ gets on that flight, and he was the last one to get.
Yeah, I was the last open seat.
When I called, they had one first class left, and I was the one on the phone, but I was calling for me and Mike. Like, we have one ticket on first, and I'm like, I'd really like to keep both of the.
He's like,
whatever. Both
they
the
had,
flights.
They
on
had a
this.
few generals, but he was like, I'm not riding general.
Right.
No,
like in the back of the plane.
Nah, but not only like I really wanted first class. I have never been there before. I don't know what that's like, but I couldn't just ditch Mike like that.
Good guy.
Courtesy.
Well, so CJ gets on the next flight, and then Mike and Evan get basically pushed to the next day.
It's always
They basically
tough
went
when-
on vacation in Florida for a little bit.
We could have got home that day, but it would have turned into like I'm pretty sure like 12 hours of flying all
took me
around.
16 hours to
yeah,
get home.
dude.
You guys,
Total.
you guys could have booked a flight on a different airline and gotten home the same day.
We wouldn't have
Yeah,
made
but
it.
it would have like not even been the same day. Hardly. Would,
Yeah.
Either way, we would have saved like 6 hours, but spent the whole day flying instead of sitting by the pool drinking.
And that's exactly what they did.
Dude, I was so confused because I was checking, find my friends to figure out where you guys were, and you were still in the airport. I go, they don't fly out till tomorrow. What are they doing in the airport? Well, I didn't know the Tampa airport has a pool.
Well,
Yeah,
and we
cool.
did know that like we could probably save money on the hotel by leaving the airport. You know, a 7 a.m. flight the next morning. We wanted no chance that we could miss that flight. Like, we need to stay at the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was still on my sober kick, so it did make it a little harder. Evan's just getting schwanked, and I'm like, yeah,
That's right.
I'm enjoying the sun.
So yeah,
This is
Mike.
nice.
Mike is probably a better judge of how many times he asked for
Yeah.
sunscreen than Evan.
It is crazy when you are sober; you just remember everything.
Bro,
It's a wild thing.
I am so down for you to play this card, but you so certainly used sunscreen 2 times from that lady. We talked to her all
Yes,
day.
I did use sunscreen 2 times.
Oh!
Hey! He said you didn't ask that lady 2 times for sunscreen. No, I did not. I only asked for it once.
God, Mike,
Oh
you
my
are such a piece of shit.
No, you are.
Dude, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
I only asked for it
Dude.
once, but I used it twice.
Yeah, that's
That's
the
some
truth.
shit I would
What
pull.
is
Okay.
wrong with you, Mike?
But I gotta tell the
you would
story.
be a great lawyer. You know that?
Sure,
You
fuck
know
it.
that?
He's
All
so
right.
literal.
You are so.
I didn't ask for it. She gave it to me.
Yes.
The second time I just walked up, put my hand out.
All right, here's
Yeah, I didn't say anything, so legally I didn't ask twice.
Oh, yeah, Evan was
This is-
so drunk.
this is
Thought it
true.
was right.
And I never said that either. He said that you were so drunk.
We check Evan in.
No.
We check Evan in. Does you
God.
think he's losing it?
Dude, we are doomed. Like, our generation, like, if it keeps going the way it's going right now, our kids are not going to inherit anything.
How long until you think like the next World War III?
Literally right around the corner.
Really?
Within the year or two.
Really?
If it does happen. Yeah.
I really hope we don't come back to this clip and be like, Frankie was right.
Well, I mean, there's not going to be much to come back to if it is a nuclear war.
Are you a pessimist about everything?
Just when it comes to trust, yeah. Like what I'm being told from never trust anything you're hearing from mainstream news.
Your parents tell you this, or you figure this out on
I've
your
came to
own?
my own conclusions.
Like,
Yeah.
do you have you been ripped off many times?
Yeah, where were you hurt first?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just the constant bombardment of lies from mainstream media.
From
and
that one.
Even history books in general. It's just so many lies. It's like, how do you trust anything they're saying now?
I guess I don't, but I also don't like care enough to like think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if the kids aren't going to inherit anything, what are we going to do with Mike's Subaru?
Yeah, who's
That's the whole reason he built it,
He
dude.
can't fucking sell that thing. The whole plan is to hand it down multiple generations.
I said it so many times too. I was like, "Oh, I'm never selling that thing. That's going to my kids."
Interesting.
I have this one kind of a dumb
can't
bitch
imagine how
on my
much
phone
time that-
named Siri. So they're not all named Jarvis.
Yeah, dude.
Do you guys
My
use
Siri's
Siri?
a dumb bitch
No.
too.
I don't know.
Never, ever works.
Old
Ever. I
people love
guarantee it. Watch
Yeah.
this. Watch this. Hey Siri.
Well,
Nothing.
I have that turned off because that shit's annoying.
No, mine just doesn't listen. How funny was it when that table came up in wine night and like sandwiched Ken and Evan? I kind of avoided
That
it,
shit?
and you kind of avoided it in the back.
Yeah, I was in the back.
But
yeah.
like Ken and
had his
Evan,
hands up.
I was crying.
head at the ceiling of the limo and the table squishing in between.
That was the most jackass thing I think that's ever happened on our channel.
I've said that before. I think the airport is the safest place that you could ever be in America. Safer than like the U.S. Embassy.
It really is.
The airport is the safest place because they scan everyone. You know that nobody is like armed.
Yeah.
And then what happens if they, like, what are you gonna do? Run out the gate? Yeah.
Oh, true.
There's
Ben,
like nowhere to go.
You're just believing. It's called security theater.
Ooh.
Like people sneak shit through that all the time. Like there's some bad stats, but like how much people like can sneak through TSA and get away with it.
What
like,
do they sneak through, like a water
dude?
bottle?
I
Like
can't even sneak
knives, like
through
gun,
my.
like people have snuck stuff through, and then they realize like after security, oh, how did I get through?
But that's
with
what
this?
I'm wondering. If it's like an unintentional thing and then it goes into the stat, like that's not.
You guys see
But
that?
they run tests where like they'll purposely send people through with stuff just to see if they get caught. And there's like some stat where it's
a sting operation.
Like this % of people got through and they didn't catch them.
What do you think? What do you think is safer?
Probably any government building.
I guess I didn't think about that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, but why couldn't you sneak something through a government building? Like, do they do stats there? They probably just don't want people to
I think
know.
the volume of people going through there is just so much lower. Or like over the holiday weekend, I think like 400,000 people flew that day through the U.S.
Well, you think that a government building though
That's more
would
of a
be-
target.
Yeah, more of a target.
Yeah, they got more of a reason to keep it secure.
Rich was busy trying to be like Evan because it was raining and he was hanging with Evan. He was dressing like Evan. In terms of like trying to be Evan, the things he was doing, God bless you, Rich, was like the fun, best parts of being Evan. Like, just going to the bar and drinking. So he was doing that the whole time. He's all larried up. Quite frankly, can't handle as much booze as Evan. And
dude is such a lightweight.
Yeah. So like 3 a.m, this dude comes home. I don't even know if he really knew what he was doing. You can see it on the security cam video. He's walking. He like kind of like side eyes the GTR.
Just looks at
out
it
of all the
funny.
cars in there. Yeah, he just kind of like side eyes it, and then he just like kind of walks back in, like out
Yeah,
of
he,
frame.
like, disappears
and then
for
you
a
see him
couple
just
seconds.
open the door, sit down, starts the thing, floors it as it's like starting, gives it like 2 revs to the red line as it's starting.
That'll do it.
And then just like turns it off, just hops out, puts his hands in his pockets, like walks away.
He straight
I
up did a hit and run on his GTR.
Yeah, I'm not sitting here like watching the security cameras, until things like this happen. Then I go back. The next day, I go to start my car. It is sounding absolutely terrible. I'm like, what the frick? Like, I hadn't even driven the thing. How'd it break sitting here? It drove fine before when I parked it. I'm like, what the hell? I guess something weird happened. I start running like the check engine. I can scan the engine. It says cylinder 6 misfire.
Oh no.
And I'm like, fuck. So I back the thing out, whatever, it's sitting there. Like an hour later, I start it again, and it's running fine.
Oh.
It's not doing the noise anymore. It's not whatever. And I like had cleared the code and everything, and then I drove down the road. I didn't drive it far. Maybe I should do a little bit more driving on it to double check. But I drove it down the end of the road and back, and it seemed to be fine. And I checked the security cam footage. 'Cause I'm like, I wonder what, like someone had to have done something. This doesn't just happen. And I find Rich flooring it.
Can we play the video here? I really want to see this.
My favorite part of the whole thing is after this all happened, CJ posted the video of it knocking. So it's got the gnarliest knock.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah. Rich was all nervous.
So
dude.
yeah,
He was
Rich
staying quiet.
Rich kind of like pulls me aside and goes, "Dude, you don't think like me starting up CJ's car like has anything to do with it knocking, would you?" And I'm like, "Starting it up? No. Is that all you did though?" Well, I mean, like I revved it like a little bit, but like that was
Red
it.
line.
That was it. And I was like, I don't know. It's probably got something to do with it though. He was like, fuck, okay.
Yes.
Should I say something to him? And I literally go, if what you're telling me is true and you just started it up and you revved it a little bit, I can't imagine that's the problem. So I probably wouldn't say anything if I were you. Because I was like, if that's not the problem, you don't want to get in CJ's head and then he's going to start overthinking that. And I was like, it's probably unrelated. And then I see this video and I go, are you fucking serious, bro? Revving it a little bit.
Yeah. It was just two good revs, but it was to the red line, and it was right when it started. Like it was just starting to the red line, and then he killed it. So I think what happens is he fouled out one of the plugs because it just got loaded up, went to start it.
Yeah. Like no vehicle that you do exactly that to is gonna like it.
Yeah. So
Maybe
then,
a Chevy,
let alone a modified, and it was run on 91, so it's running a little bit more rich. If it was on E85, it'd run a lot better. But so anyways, I started messing with him. I was like, yeah, dude, like it's not looking good. Like I might need a new motor. And like I'm like fucking with him, like
that's
leading
when he
up
really
to
starts
it.
pacing
Yeah, he's just
around.
like, oh damn, dude, like that sucks. Like, and I'm like keeping quiet because I thought he was gonna be on the pod, so I just kept fucking with him. Like, yeah, man, like pretty bummed about it. Like, gonna need a new motor. I think it's gonna be like 40 grand.
Oh my
GTR
God.
motors aren't cheap.
He's like, all right, how many tracks do I have to build the Seaboys to be square with them?
Crank it up.
Then he disappears for a little.
He's looking at it. He's trying to figure out how to open up the door handle, dude. Just kills it.
Hobbles out.
That was it, huh?
Yeah, like it wasn't too
No,
bad,
but
you
I'm
know.
just
I
saying,
think he
like,
just loaded
it was
him up.
literally on for like 3 seconds.
It was almost like a beater car when you like start it with the foot to the floor.
Yeah. Or like a rental car. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's just best to be loose, though. You know, don't take it too serious.
It depends. You don't want to be loose in all areas, CJ.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Why'd you look at Dalton, dude?
I'm looking for like agricultural farm. What animals would you recommend we get? And then Ken will take care of them because like I just could see Ken up early in the morning milking the cattle.
You can
getting the eggs.
Before you say an answer,
Ken,
the
that's a
answer is
bull.
already no.
That's a bull.
Ken, no, we know
You
Don't drink that milk.
Yeah, you might want to audit this, but I think if you're going to have animals around, don't have sheep.
Man, did Ken get done dirty now?
Keep them coming.
That's what you said to the cow.
I think we need at least like a mini horse over there. You know, something that's
There's
like
no
kind of
way
low
you're gonna
maintenance.
get me to ride a mini horse.
I'm
Ben.
thinking like
You wouldn't ride a mini horse?
We'd get normal horses for all of us and a mini horse for you.
I know it would become a meme so quick. Like I just
How
know
fucking
better.
funny.
As
Everything
much as
cowboy boots with a little hat on.
Why is it a little hat?
I don't
Why
know.
not a normal
It's a little
one?
hat.
Just a little hat for his little
In
horse.
his little boots.
his little buckle. At Mike's Inconvenience Store.
Oh, let's talk about that. That's funny because obviously this is not going to be a real thing because it would be a horrible business thing. But Evan said, Micah, you need to open up and run Mike's Inconvenience Store. And then we just started brainstorming like of what that would look like.
Well, like the prices are just good enough that you are gonna deal with the inconvenience.
Right? You can only pay in cash or change.
You can't pump your own gas.
Yep.
You have to have like a membership to shop there, but it doesn't auto renew. So you have to like re-sign up for it every time.
Every month.
Yeah, fully fill out all the paperwork.
You have to pay for the membership in quarters only.
I send out emails with coupons like every day, and the expiration date is always the day before I sent it.
You have to use a quarter to get your cart out of the cart lock.
Yeah, that'd be an inconvenience.
I feel like that's the best way that we could have a dog. Is just like a neighborhood dog that rolls through.
You
We don't
guys
have to
kind of
take-
do. We were just chilling on the couch and you had a dog walk in earlier.
Oh yeah, that's a neighbor's dog. They asked us to try to send it away because they don't want it hanging out here around their own crowd. You know,
yeah, bad
rightfully so.
influences. Can't blame them there.
Starts coming over at 10 o'clock at night every night.
Start hanging out with Evan.
Yeah, hanging
Nothing
with
good
Evan.
happens.
Goes straight to the peanut butter cabinet.
Yep.
Like, whoa, chill.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, yeah. We could wait or do it right now. But like, it's his birthday today.
Might as well do it now.
Fired up about
Do
it.
it now.
Let's do
Let's
it.
wish him a happy birthday. I already texted him, but
I bet he is either at the bar or he's laying in bed.
He's 100% at the bar.
You're going 100%.
Yeah.
There's no chance that he isn't at the bar.
I'm going 50-50.
Hi, Ev. What you doing?
Hotboxing the dong.
We're here live on the Life Wide Open podcast.
What up? Happy birthday, bro.
What do we got going on today, boys?
Well, we were just talking about you and how it's your birthday and how we miss you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I miss you guys. I'm kind of sad I'm not there. I feel like me and Mike would get into trouble at the very least.
Yeah. Fuck it, Ev. You should come back. Been home for 3 hours.
Dude, should I?
Yeah. Nikki's like, no.
Driving the donk though?
Yeah, dude, there was snow on the ground this morning. It was crazy.
Yeah, how'd that drive go?
Oh, I just didn't drive it. I drove the truck. But now the snow melted back in the dong.
Oh, now he's got his sports car out.
There any other fantastic news you have? Otherwise, we will let you get back to your birthday.
Man, I really wish I had something better for you fellas.
That's okay, buddy. Have a great day. Miss
Don't
you.
let it.
All right, love you guys.
Yeah, don't let your meatloaf.
That's what's interesting. You know, I don't really want to like out my mom. She's such a sweet lady, but even she and very honest. Even she's like anything I could do to get out of jail.
Well, how's the maintenance been now? Like
Easy.
after this,
Non-existent.
You guys, yeah.
Yo,
What do
there
you
is
do?
no
Like,
maintenance.
do you
Crazy.
do
Like,
anything?
you don't even have to like take maintenance of your body. Like you don't have to shower or like anything like that when you're bald.
Really, you just quit?
Eat healthy. You don't have to do any of that.
Yeah.
Wow. Shit, maybe I should go bald.
Bald. No, it's nice because like I'll sauna when I get home from work, and then I shower after that, go to bed in some clean sheets. Maybe it's gross that I do this now, but there's no reason to shower in the morning.
Ev, you would love this.
Oh, you're right.
Well, Ev's got
actually.
hair though, but
yeah, but I guess it wouldn't make much of a difference. You're not a big shower anyways, guy.
I swear I take just as many showers a week as you.
If not more,
But
maybe.
you're counting them by the week, not by the day.
Well, come on to the same.
That's how we know the number's low.
yeah, I shower 2 times a week. Kenjamin.
Yeah, that's where we start.
I mean,
Kenjamin.
we gave you a lot of power by giving you the world's smallest pontoon. I mean, that thing is an absolute magnet.
Took a lot of responsibility. Almost flipped that thing over.
I'm glad that you understand the responsibility that you now hold.
All the women at the sandbar were just flocking to that thing.
Yeah, I want to know. Like Ryan and I weren't there. I want to know how it started. You know,
Yeah.
you troll over
Well, I'll
there
tell
on
you
the
how it
world's
started.
smallest pontoon.
Ken showed up.
Yeah.
And the rest happened.
Really?
Yeah, that was about it. It was like the first domino that sent the rest falling.
It's like Ken shows up, all these guys on their big, long, expensive pontoons are kind of like, what's going on here? And then like,
Why is this guy so little?
all of a sudden they're like, oh, this guy needs some help anchoring down. So everyone's helping him because everyone wants to get around this thing.
Oh, wow.
Next thing you know, the guys leave, their wives stay.
That is a very accurate description. of
And
what
then
happened.
and then not only was it wives, but then like these younger girls start coming on.
Yeah, my
Girls our age.
girlfriend actually ended up over there for a little bit. That was pretty disturbing.
Yeah.
Well, that was the scary part. I did notice there was a couple women on there that were taken. So
There was
you
a
know
good-
it
Yeah,
going
but
down.
I was like, what am I gonna say? You know, like I gave him the present.
You know, you're just dealing with the repercussions at that point.
Exactly right.
Yeah, so Ken's got all these girls on. One girl's kissing him and stuff. Like,
Really?
Oh, it was
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome
You
for
missed
Ken.
the event.
This is actually probably a good time. Ken, I got a question for you.
Fire away.
We had Friendsgiving a couple weeks ago, and everyone was there except for Ken.
Some other people, they did a chili cook-off, and I went to that. I was going to go there for an hour, and then I was going to go to Friendsgiving, and then it just turned into a lot of shots, and I didn't want to drive the 30 minutes into DL where Friendsgiving was, so I had to write that one off.
You got some heat from the girls, Ken.
Yeah, the ladies were
Well,
They're
I'd
pretty
rather
convinced.
take some heat from the girls than a Dewey.
They're pretty convinced that you're mad at them or something.
Well, I mean, no, but
Yeah.
why? Because they've been exploiting me on their TikTok
Yes.
page.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they couldn't do it that night.
Yeah. Let's just say Greta was more upset than anyone.
Why?
Whole
Because she,
night's worth of content.
Yeah.
she missed out on some TikToks.
Yes, she had. Yeah, let's just say a whole plan for it.
Can you imagine her shaking you at like 1 a.m. being like, "Oh, this just isn't pulling the views I was hoping." Of course, Ken didn't show up.
Yeah, no, Greta was like telling me all these different TikToks that she wanted to film, and she always wants me to hop in on them because for some reason
I wonder why.
Jews do better.
They do better. But thankfully, she got Ken to hop in on some of them when we were in Nashville, and they exploded. They did insane numbers. So Greta doesn't even ask me anymore. She's like, what do you think Ken's doing?
She knows who the thumbnail guy is.
She's like, you should invite Ken over.
You a little worried about that?
Do you think Ken? No, Ken, go for it. So when we were looking for somebody to fill the position, we had it posted out there, and Justin actually reached out because you saw the listing.
Yeah, I saw the listing, and I was like,
because you just happen to be looking for a new job or additional work.
I wasn't even looking for a new job, and the whole backstory of it is when we were going out to iWorks for the Super Bowl, my wife Megan and I were talking about it, and it's so cool to see all the guys be as successful as they are and how much the business has grown. It's so cool. And she just asked, she's like, if the opportunity ever arose, would you ever want to get back on the team? And I was like, yeah, I mean, if it ever came about, I would love to be able to help out and see what they're doing and do whatever I can. But a couple weeks later, I saw the listing. I just saw, I don't know if it was on Google or wherever, but I was just like, huh.
Indeed,
that's interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. And so I just asked him, I'm like, hey, I'm working from home. I've got spare time. Is this something that you want me to do in the spare time that I've got until you find the candidate that you need for it? And then, yeah.
Well, when you were so you text me and you go, hey, have you found anyone for that merchandise manager? And I was like, yo, CJ, I think Justin's got somebody for us.
Yeah, we were sitting there.
Yeah.
Which we had actually a fair amount of people applying, and we were going through the applications, but we weren't by any means oh, this is the guy. So we're like, oh, Justin's got somebody.
And then I text you back, and I was like, hell yeah, bro, who you got? I'm like, actually me. And I remember sitting there, I was on the plane with CJ, and I was like, dude, you won't believe this, but Justin is interested in the merch manager. And we were immediately like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense.
I think my first thing I said was, how didn't we think of that?
Yeah, because
we were sitting there trying to think of who do we know? Do you think that'd be good at this? And then he says that, and I go, why didn't we think of that?
Look at you. He's so happy. He's so happy.
Oh, shit.
My. Dude, that's play it through slow motion, dude. I mean, he's standing just not in a defensive position at all. Tony in hand, phone in the other.
Oh, he got in the nuts.
He got in the blew his shades off his head.
Bro. Instead of cut him open.
Why'd they cut the camera?
I really haven't seen any money from the podcast, but I don't believe Ryan's the type of guy to steal it.
Evan loves cucumbers.
That's so crazy.
Inside of his
his prison wallet.
I loved when they had Ron Schmidt, and then it had the quotations, Grandpa Ron.
Yeah,
that was funny.
I literally burst out. I don't know if it was laughing or in shock when he said, yep. And when he's done with treatment, he wants to go skiing behind the world's fastest pontoon.
I know.
And
I called him. I was like,
dude, come on.
You can't just go around saying that kind of stuff. Now you got to do it.
Yeah.
After he completes his treatment, Grandpa Ron says he wants to be the oldest man to go water skiing behind the world's fastest pontoon in August.
That was the probably most stressful thing that I have done here.
The Bronco?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I didn't want the thing to
You didn't want to fall.
and we are legit breathing down his neck of watching each weld be made of all right, Big Wrench, are you done yet? Ken is going to be here in 45 minutes.
My favorite fact is Big Wrench was up on the lift welding the hold, the stabilizations on the pole as the Bronco was being lifted in the air.
We were really down to the wire.
And we're like, Big Wrench, how close, how many sides is it welded on right now? And he goes, 3. And we go, fuck it, it's fine.
With a 110 welder in a 30-mile-an-hour wind.
Up on the freaking lift. Oh my god.
Dude, it should have been welded off on all 4, and we just called it good at 3.
Ken, what are some what's some advice for people out there? What are things that you do that just wouldn't seem real? I have never thought to lock down my social security number.
How does he dumb this down for you to understand,
in
Ryan?
layman term.
I think we're just maybe we've lost a little bit of touch with style. We're out of the scene. We kind of stick to ourselves. We just do our own thing. And now it's we got this young man, Dalton, who we hired on. He does all of our photography and makes like the awesome edits of like the Ram giveaway. And he's a young 18-year-old man who's got a lot of swagger and style. He's in touch. He was filling me like he helped us get the suits. Like he picked out the suits and stuff for us when we went shopping because he was like, you got to do this and this.
So
like
funny.
Make us look, baller. I mean, he was telling me about his chains. He's got like Cartier chains and shit that cost like $1,000. I'm like, dude, this thing was 14. 14.
Really? What the hell are you doing wearing $1,000?
Yeah, how much are we paying you? He had all this before us.
Yeah, I was like, and I also think the chain is one thing though. Like that's like if you spend $1,400 on like any chain, like you spend $1,400 on chain. But I do agree, like he's, okay. So
maybe he'll swag us out.
We're gearing up for summer gear, so we're gonna make some swim trunks, some shorts, and then Dalton's like, oh, you got to hit the 5.5-inch inseam.
I don't even know what that means.
It means really short. And I just got done.
Chance.
I just got done relaying to
no chance.
People we were working with, and I was like, yeah, biggest thing is like, gotta shoot for that 8. They can't be too short, like our audience.
No.
Like, and it was just funny. And then he's like, yeah, they gotta be 5.5, super short. And I just bought a pair of 5.5s. Kind of took your advice. I ain't got the legs for that.
If Ken was wearing those things, his balls would be hanging out both sides,
dude. Not even one.
Both sides.
That's what people are doing these days?
Yeah, like
you can chip your dog. You can chip your kid now, dude.
Like my mom had her dogs.
Nikki tried to get me to eat an air tag the other day.
Evan, you could be chipped.
Yeah, no shit.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
So, Travis, one of our biggest idols growing up, was someone like you, someone like Rob Dyrdek, but also Ken Block. And, we were such big Ken Block fans. When his passing, it was just devastating for, everyone in the action sports world. I'm just curious, as someone that was close with him, what you thought his impact on the action sports world was and how prevalent it is now that he's gone.
That's a tough question, a very long-winded answer needed for it. But in general, you had a businessman that loved to ride motorcycles, that loved to drive, that loved to snowboard. And after he was able to sell DC shoes and then still run it, he was able to build the sport of rally. And when everyone was like, well, you can't, like, what kind of, you're going to do a Gymkhana video? Like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm just going to go have fun in my car. And just because he could and because he knew the business stuff, like, he shut down the Golden Gate Bridge just to see if he could do it, to do donuts on it. He shut down the 10110 intersection because it's the busiest intersection in the world. His mind worked very differently than, like, I was all about, hey, let's go drive and have fun. He was like, what can I do that no one else can do, and how can I do it better than it's ever been done before? He was thinking 2-3 years out. I'm thinking like 2-3 hours out. If I ever had an idea, I would run it by Ken. And he was the first one to be like, that's stupid, or whatever, or that's great, but let's do it right.
Tell you how it is.
But yeah, so he was personally lost. I think a lot of people lost that. Like, he was the guy that I went to whenever there was anything in life or anything. Like, he was just a solid human being. Great family man, great businessman, amazing driver. He was the one that was able to really take whatever he did and turned it to gold. And not just that, but he took the people around him. Like, for example, in rally, he took everyone in the U.S. Championship and made us all heroes so that when he beat us, he could be beating.
That's awesome.
He was
smart.
Super smart about what he did.
That's so cool.
So cool.
I mean, he was, such an impact on so many different industries, honestly. How cool is it to be able to do a Gymkhana?
So I had been bugging Ken for the longest time. Like, if I had that, I could do that, like everyone says.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, we're going to do the final scene for Gymkhana 10. I was like, sweet. He literally didn't tell me. So he brings me out there, and they couldn't start the motor because it's like $10,000 to start this stupid thing. So they didn't bring the engineer out to do it. So I'm pushing the car. So I'm like, you brought me out here to push your car so that you could, like, stop in the last scene and him driving, but they couldn't. So it was pretty funny. But he's like, all right, now get in. I'm like, what? He's like, get in. This shot that we're doing is you getting in the car, and you're going to pretend that you're stealing it, and you're going to start the next Gymkhana. And I was so excited, I completely forgot that it was a Ford, the monster car.
What?
And I just about got fired by all my sponsors. But
Put it on the table.
I don't think it's that funny.
It's funny.
You're interrupting the podcast.
CJ is dialing in.
What is wrong with that?
He's dialing in.
Cheeto.
You don't even know what that is.
It's an ionizer.
No, it's not.
Then what is it?
Do you have an app on your phone that tells you what's happening inside of that water
Can
bottle?
you change the color of the light?
1 second. No, I can't. That means it's running out of
I
battery.
do apologize, Spencer, but I found it awfully hard to concentrate when CJ was using this pretend toy to make him feel healthier.
Pretend toy. It doesn't make me feel healthier, but I'm hoping it will.
What's the brand called?
Fisher Price.
EcoGo.
What is it?
EcoGo.
What's the thing you do that makes you feel the healthiest, you think?
Just being sober.
Boom. Drinking water.
This guy on the end over here.
Hey, you invited me on.
Pervert. He's such a pervert.
No.
Dude, is it raining outside right now?
I actually just got some really good advice.
What's that?
On financing.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, here we go.
Money Mike's Finance.
If you take out a loan, you got to repay that shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Why?
Dude, that's as far as I know.
Oh,
but-
no fuck.
It's as far as the news went, man.
Bro, when did you find this out? Why didn't you tell us this earlier?
YouTube video.
What?
From 2009.
Dude, oh my gosh, they were ahead of the trend.
Well, Mike, what if you take out another bigger loan to then repay that loan, and then you just keep the cycle going up?
And then
pay with
you
credit
start a credit card to make your loan payment.
The people that were taking care of us in NASCAR leaned into me. They go, the only people that I've seen get stopped more in my entire life taking care of people at VIP is Bert Kreischer and the Seaboys.
We didn't pay him to come on and say that. That one.
That's
like,
awesome.
how nuts is that?
That is
and
actually, that is wild.
We hit 4 airports every 2 feet. They got stopped at every place.
It was
by
wild.
fans.
The
And I was just like,
NASCAR love was crazy though.
and yeah, the NASCAR love was insane. You guys just like got stopped by everyone. Pit Road, Boulevard, VIP, it didn't matter. And then Brianna Chicken Fry is like, who are these Seaboys? They got 3.5. I need to get my numbers up.
Sorry, I'm late.
I was cranking my hog.
Is that what that shirt says?
Yeah, let's get a look
Shut
at
up, dude.
Wow.
Where did you acquire that?
It's so good.
Well, where everyone gets everything nowadays.
eBay.
The internet.
So why don't you like GMCs?
I just...
Isn't it the same thing pretty much?
No, it is. It is. Honestly, I mean, it is. It's just as good as a Chevy, except for it's just a little more pavement princess. You know, it's, you know, for guys that wear like bedazzled jeans and listen to Luke Bryan or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do.
Isn't it just the same truck?
It is, but nicer.
Made by the same people.
But GMC is like
Just
higher
with
end.
some, yeah.
It's like the pretty boy version of a Chevy.
Yeah, pavement princess, a little fancier. Don't get as much dust on it.
I wonder what GMC stands for.
Oh man, I really want to say it, but I don't think I can.
Yeah, you can say it.
Oh yeah, it's a gay man Chevy.
No, that was a genuine gift, Ken, and you seem to like feel how genuine it was, being that you gave us a hug. I don't think we've ever touched like that. Evan, chill.
Most of the time, they're a little different.
The touches or the gifts?
gifts are a little more
Thank you for clarifying.
plumbing
that.
related.
Yeah,
but-
Oh, Ken!
Evan is on his gaydar so hard.
Dude,
so hard.
You guys just keep saying the most sus stuff. Just because I giggle about it doesn't mean I'm the weird one.
I think if you just watch any of our videos, there's plenty of embarrassing moments for all of us.
So
Yeah.
much. Oh,
Just
Dude,
cringe.
one time Ben put his face in Ken's ass.
Yeah,
Oh,
bare face.
well,
Ken's
yeah, I
bare
was
ass.
told if I didn't do that, I was gonna get tased.
I would have taken the taser.
No, you got tricked into it, Ben. I
Yeah.
think you're better off saying that.
He told me in private one time that he wanted to do it.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're a race car driver, you should know how to work on your engine, right?
Right.
If you're Ken, you should know how to work on a toilet.
Can't just be blowing them out and not fixing them.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you break it, you fix it.
So anyway, Ken's looking for an intern, actually. now.
He just hires someone.
There's a guy building just full mod toilets down there.
He's just,
This thing will flush anything.
It flushes hard and fast.
I'm pretty sure the intern in the description is just like, you will just follow behind me and clean up my mess.
So I have just a honest, hardworking dairy farmer friend. He works year round. And I told him we were interviewing you, and he got really upset. And he said to tell you that the reason that you guys have 4x4 on the back of your pickup bed is because you only work 4 weeks in the spring and 4 weeks in the fall. And I wanted to give you a chance to defend yourself on that.
I mean, he's not that far off. Compared to a dairy farmer, those guys bust their asses.
Oh, damn, I thought you were going to turn this.
It's going to be you, Ken.
No, I'm not going to turn it because I just have to admit it. It's a lot more than 4 weeks in the spring and 4 in the fall, and he knows that too.
Yeah.
But compared to a dairy farmer, I mean, if he's actually the one getting up and feeding the cows and milking and
he ain't. They got a machine.
He's not. Is it a robot?
Don't give him
They got
that
a
much
robot?
credit.
They got robots.
Oh,
Yeah.
pretty soon he'll have a 4x4.
Yeah, but anyway, so back to what really matters.
Oh, no,
Ryan.
Dude, I hate myself. I thought I was so cool. I was a sophomore in college, you know? You think you're cool back then.
Real quick,
Where
would you want to go?
you and I go somewhere?
Okay, me and you. Yeah, me and you.
You got to pick somewhere.
You're thinking way too
I
long.
think I would take you to Amsterdam.
Hell yes!
Red light district.
That'd be funny.
Dude, let's go right now.
I was
Book the
going to
tickets.
visit all the cafes and
Dude, cafes, bars, clubs. I want to see it all.
all the stoplights.
Every last one.
Terrible.
I've never had a negative interaction.
Anyone like slap your ass?
Yeah, they don't want to.
Like girls?
Yeah, I mean,
I guess more importantly, it's
Not-
the guy you don't want to slap your ass.
not as often as you'd think. There was this one. She was just like grabbing my pee and butt.
Whoa,
and
really?
everything, and like saying, "I'll take you out back right now." And I was like,
So, like, she was
"Roles
trying
were
to-
reversed right now. This would be headlines in the news."
Right. No, 100%.
Like-
But did you feel violated, or were you kind of just like, whatever?
I was like, I mean, I am very hard to offend or make upset, so I didn't care. But somebody else probably would have. I was just giggling about it.
Yeah.
Like, look at this idiot.
When you said I was very hard, I thought you were going something else. I mean, I was rock hard, so like I couldn't sit there and
She was
act like
not
I didn't
cute.
like it.
She was not cute. You would not want to bring her anywhere.
Ryan. That's actually why you're here today, Ryan.
Oh, Berg, this is my intervention.
Yeah, this is your intervention.
Publicly broadcast.
We're not actually here to ask you about your drinking adventures. We're here to ask you where our money is.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'd like to fire up a new game. I'd like it to be maybe a reoccurring segment on this podcast called Is It Cheeto?
I like that.
Where we scroll through some things that we ask our buddy Evan here, who's very hard to please.
What is it called? The Cheeto Inspector?
Yes.
Yeah, that really
you're the
caught
Cheeto.
up-
You're the Cheeto police. You're the Cheeto inspector. You're Cheeto investigator. You're all man Cheeto. If something is Cheeto, it's not getting past Evan without.
It's not good either.
Without him making some kind of comment about it.
Yeah.
He makes it very clear. He's very opinionated. Sometimes it's appreciated. Most times, it's not.
You're going to get it anyways.
So anyway.
Ev, what's a definition of Cheeto? What's your definition of Cheeto?
Just like, just lame, like cheesy. I don't know if that's a good way to describe. Just Cheeto.
Like not it. It's basically saying like it's not it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not it. Yeah.
Starting off, we have
Cheeto.
MGK.
MGK Cheeto.
If I remember correctly, you had a good time at his concert, Evan.
I don't even remember being there.
Yeah,
you had such a good time there.
I blacked out on fun.
I'm pretty sure I got videos actually of you having a very good time.
I'm sure you do.
That's where it's fun too. Like it adds depth to it when you're like I've experienced it and I still think it's Cheeto.
So why is MGK Cheeto?
Man, I guess I just don't like his whole vibes, his whole
aura.
Never really been a big fan, but I'll give it to him.
Music.
He's made a few good songs. He's done well for himself, but
he's kind of like a bit of a rebel, kind of punk, a strayer from the norm, kind of like you.
yeah, I think maybe I just remember so many people getting like 19XX tattoos, and I just thought that was Cheeto. So maybe I like took out all those people on him. Maybe he's a good guy.
Maybe his fans are Cheeto, not him.
Yeah, just some of that is like
coming around.
like you couldn't even listen to him. Like in the mid 2000s, you like had to have a MGK tattoo to listen to.
Really?
Him,
I don't know anyone who has an MGK
Yeah, I don't
tattoo.
either.
He's a huge star.
I swear, Lace Up or 19XX. There's like 10 million people out there, probably some of them listening, that have the tattoo.
Huh. Okay.
And what do you have to
New
say
every
to
day.
them?
Lace up.
Ah, man, like, are you still stoked on the Lace Up tattoo? If you are, then hell yeah.
Next up, we've got Red Etnies.
Who is this guy?
Red Etnies.
Okay, so the definitely not
Yo,
Cheeto.
you know that he's judging someone right there.
You're looking at something that's Cheeto, dude. Look at his face.
Judging
Okay, so
someone.
red Etnies not Cheeto?
Red Etnies not Cheeto. And the thing is, now that Ryan Sheckler is no longer on Etnies, they have become a collector's item.
Oh, because Ryan Sheckler was Cheeto?
No.
Not at all.
No, not at all. He collaborated with Etnies to make one of the best shoes ever.
But what do you mean now that he's not with them? Like his model of Etnie?
No,
is now-
Ryan Sheckler quit Etnies and he's now on whatever Mark Wahlberg's.
Oh, Municipal. Yeah.
Yeah. But I do know, I mean, because those are like older, and they used to be able to get them for like $90, and now I saw them going for $250 for a brand new pair of
You're
red
wearing them
Etnies.
in the mud right
Those
there. dude.
ones. That's a flex.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Though,
Wearing 'em in the mud.
and when I got them, they were like $100 because
Damn,
it
dude.
didn't matter.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid investment. Imagine if you would have bought like 100,000 pairs.
How do you know I don't have a shipping container on the way right now?
$1 million in Etnies.
Some invest in gold, silver, stocks. I got a box full of Etnies.
All right, okay, so red Etnies, not Cheeto. How about red Etnies on Ben?
Dude, honestly, that is amazing. Not Cheeto. They're on the wrong feet. That could be misconstrued as Cheeto.
Photoshop is hard, okay? A red V6 Raptor.
Oh, well, yeah, that's pretty Cheeto.
What makes it most Cheeto? V6, Raptor, or that it's red?
No, the most Cheeto is that the fenders, the black fender flares, I really just kill it right off the get.
Okay.
It's a pretty dang nice truck there, Ev.
Yeah,
okay.
no,
Doesn't your truck have black fender flares?
No, we wrapped them right.
We wrapped them red because it would have looked dumb with them.
Proper.
I mean, I'm sure it's a nice truck, but I'd rather have a V8.
Okay. Under Armour.
Oof. Yeah, that's a good looking sweater.
Okay. Really? I can see why you did that because of your
bike.
Under Armour bike.
Man, that's a sick pick, bro.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I probably would double Cheeto both that bike and that sweater.
You think that bike was Cheeto?
It looked good for a minute.
Well, at
So
least
you were self-inflicting the Cheeto.
I think you ended up getting in the clear because I did end up taking blame for that.
Yeah, but we never gave it to you, Mike. Yeah. You would always take the blame, and we would just go, "Shut up, shut up,
Shut up! It's this
just
idiot
give
who
it to
picked it.
just give it to Evan."
Man, hindsight, it was kind of Cheeto, but it also was kind of cool. It was kind of cool.
All right.
It's a sick pick.
Just a neutral one here. Seltzers. Cheeto or not?
Cheeto because it's not tea.
All right. Jack in the Box.
Oh my God. I thought I loved Jack in the Box, but the last time I went there, it was super Cheeto.
Jack in the Box or White Castle if you had to pick.
White Castle every day.
What do you think about riding a street bike off-road for views?
It's a great idea.
Dude, Ryan absolutely killed it on these picks. Absolutely killed it.
Why are you laughing so hard? I mean, do you think it's Cheeto or no?
Oh, no, just because we have this athlete riding this street bike through the woods. It's a beautiful thing.
All right.
It's orange like a fucking Cheeto, though.
So it's cooler if it's a blue.
Oh, yeah.
blue
That's what I'm saying. Mainly, yeah.
Okay.
Only Cheeto because it was orange. This one's cool, blue.
Cool. Our truck, our Ford truck.
No, it's cool. I would not say it's Cheeto. I just like the Cummins more.
Okay.
But no, it's a good-
Do you think aspects of it are Cheeto, like some
The
of the
running
paint
bo-
matching and stuff like that?
The running boards are Cheeto. I didn't like the tailgate
Running
before.
boards are Cheeto.
Can't
you
even
can't
see
even
'em.
see them.
No, because they're too slow.
They are
Okay.
slow.
They're too,
Bro,
That's just
how fast you hopping in that truck?
I'm in a hurry.
By the time you open up that door, they're already down.
No, they hit me in the knees.
They do not hit you in the knees. They probably hit you in the fucking pelvis.
Well, I open the door, I jump
The
out real quick
knees,
and
bro.
turn around so I get a quick spanking on my way out.
I thought of
You're not tall enough for him to hit you in the knees.
I thought of all truck mods, you would be all about the running boards.
Yeah, if anything, that'd be your first mod.
all right.
No, I would rather struggle my way in than have to use a step.
One time I saw Evan trying to get into the Ram, and before it had running boards, and he opened up the door, got a running start, jumped up, landed on his stomach on the seat, and then his feet were like kicking, and he was trying to like squirm his way in there.
It's better than running boards.
Yeah, it is literally better than running boards.
My God.
You guys think we should take the front valence off?
I don't mind it.
do.
So we were going
Oh.
to, but yeah,
Oh.
it's like hiding a bunch of stuff.
Oh,
Mm,
damn.
okay. A 401k plan.
The fuck is that?
It would be a tax advantage retirement savings plan.
It seems like a good idea.
That or the casino.
Cash house.
All right, we got a Miata.
Not Cheeto.
Not Cheeto.
All right, how about different models of Miata? Pull up a different model of Miata.
I am curious. Yeah,
Like
let's
this.
just take the new one. The new like
I'd
Spider.
agree.
or
The new
whatever.
one's Cheeto.
And I would say it depends on what you're doing with it. If you're gonna blow the tires off it and run her off the valves, there's nothing Cheeto about it. But if you think you got yourself a cool performance car to go to car meets with, it's kind of Cheeto.
Might as well get yourself in a
this Miata
Solera
have-
at that point.
Or what about the model right in between?
It kind of looks like a red Etney.
Now you
Yeah,
like it?
I like it.
I don't know.
Driving around in your shoe.
If it could perform like the '89 Miata, then I guess I'd give it a go.
I'd imagine it would perform better.
How about
Probably.
this one?
That's a good looking Miata.
Really?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Well, I don't know. I think this one looked pretty Cheeto.
Because it doesn't have the flip ups,
Doesn't have
right?
flip ups, yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess I couldn't tell from here.
Guess how much this Miata just sold for on Cars and Bid?
How much did it go?
10K.
10 grand.
Yeah.
It went for 10?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was at
It's a
5 an hour
Miata.
before the auction.
People are running up the prices on these things. All right, so
And
not,
by
not Cheeto?
people, maybe us. Not necessarily Miatas, but dude, we're running the prices up on mini trucks. We've done it on smart cars. Bound to
I
happen.
think that mini trucks are just popping in general.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they're
Trucks
crazy
taking themselves.
popping right now.
I hope like U.S. doesn't make like rules on them.
Apparently they banned them in Georgia.
because they're popping so hard.
No, they
Really?
they banned them because they're dangerous.
That's a bummer.
And like they've made
'Cause
out
they
like
don't
a
have crumple zones.
They've made like a statement
Oh, really?
suggesting not to like use them on the highway.
It
And,
does make sense.
That's a
Also,
fair
like
point.
warning passengers not to ride with them.
It makes sense because some people, like in a city, if you were driving that around Fargo and you happen to get tagged by someone running a red light, it would be no
Just
bueno.
catastrophic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be damn near the equivalent of getting hit on a motorcycle.
But I was
Like,
just
there's,
gonna
like,
say,
maybe
no
worse,
protection.
dude.
but you
'cause then
can
you're
ride a
stuck in there.
motorcycle, so it's hard to see how you could
Yeah.
ban it because it's unsafe.
Safe,
like-
yeah. It's like your own option to do
Yeah,
it.
but every old car like that, they're not safe. You watch an old car get crashed, and you watch a new car get crashed. The old one's like demolished.
Yeah.
And then something that threw me for a real loop though was when I saw the Ford Bronco, the new ones, their crash test of getting rear-ended at like 40. The entire thing just turns into a literal pancake. And everyone's like, "So yeah, how does it feel to like probably die if you get in a crash?" I'm like, I don't want to think about that.
Interesting.
So I don't know.
But it's
Nothing's
worth the
safe.
risk for the
Yeah,
driving that Bronco.
Yeah, so sad.
What do you think about Broncos, Evan?
Cheeto.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Even Raptors?
Nah, I mean they're pretty capable. I just think by the time you get something like that, just buy yourself a pickup truck.
Yeah.
Got room
Okay.
room for the bike in the back.
All right. Seatbelts. Wearing
Cheeto.
your seatbelt.
Cheeto?
I still believe that you will just get thrown to safety. Don't wear a seatbelt.
Thrown to safety, out the windshield.
Evan would be. Yeah, Evan would be.
Just think if the car ignites on fire, and I'll be cleanly in the ditch, land in the water, safe and sound.
I need to say this. Do not listen to what he's saying. For everyone that is at home, maybe wondering if he has any valid points, do not listen to anything. Carry on. I just felt like that needed to be
yeah,
said.
a little disclaimer.
This
I
is
agree.
not advice.
It's almost like
So
there's
why are-
decades of research saying the other ways, but
Evan's way smarter than that research.
Wearing your helmet.
Man, this is such a controversy. I just think that sometimes when I'm out doing a few wheelies, the helmet's unnecessary. But anytime I hit the track or I'm doing anything gnarly, I always wear a helmet. But if I'm just chilling,
You know, just doing wheelies down the highway,
At 50 mile an hour.
just chilling.
it just feels better. It's like not wearing a condom. Same thing, just doesn't feel as good.
You
Just feeling the open air just blowing through your hair and everything's loud and it just feels so much better with protection.
So, what happens if you eat shit?
That just goes along with like how good it feels that you could get jammed up, kind of.
What's more Cheeto though?
Being paralyzed?
Wearing a helmet and doing these videos for as long as you want, for forever. You could be doing these in your 80s.
Mm-hmm. No. Yeah.
You could. Or for the next 3 months until you inevitably have some kind of problem.
Inevitable? 3 months?
It could happen. It could happen. And then you get jammed up, you hit your head, you fucked. Like, who knows what could happen?
You're all dumb. You don't know how
hitting
to
your
pronounce
head on the
Fanta?
concrete at 50 miles per hour.
Bad news bears.
I mean, at least I only
And
like.
then you never make another wheelie clip again.
It's the way she goes, I guess.
That just does not sound worth it.
Can't explain it.
Man, your core.
Dude, it just fucking feels good. Bike is so much louder now, just helmet.
And
feel
you've
the
had-
wind.
yeah,
I'm not saying do it all the time,
Yeah.
but every once in a while you just throw it up. Oh man, it feels good. And you can't beat that feeling.
Yeah,
don't wear red. Don't wear red.
Oh! Looking
Yeah.
like Johnny Knoxville at that thing, dude. Is this one all right?
Dude, he
I don't
turned her
know.
into a
I
straight
don't
up
know. I
flapjack.
can't imagine that was good.
Man, so many
And
people
then-
had this on
There,
camera.
he just goes and starts fucking people up.
I think.
Where do you hide from a bull?
In a white T-shirt.
I think
in,
just
in a black T-shirt.
Or just run. Like
You gotta
I was
do
so
circles.
I was so confused, but like, look at
Really?
this. Like, they don't even move.
Bro, he triple tapped her.
Like, they
That's
legit,
so unnecessary.
they legit don't even move. They're just watching.
Yeah, dude.
I don't think they were paying. They literally just turn around. You don't expect to have a fucking bull run out.
Everyone has so much to say
Dude,
about
three-
this, but like realistically,
3 hits, dude.
She was
Yeah,
she,
you
she
don't
and
ex-
her crew was larried at the
Probably,
rodeo.
yeah.
and
Yeah.
You weren't
She
paying
looked over
attention.
and she's like,
and
dude,
she-
I didn't have
You don't
that much
heavily
to drink.
regretted
You're not
wearing-
standing in the
wearing
middle of the ring.
Yeah.
But one thing, if a bull's ever chasing you, not that I've had to deal with it, Ryan should be the one telling us.
Really?
You're supposed to go side to side, or like if you run straight, that's your.
Because it's faster than you?
Well, no, I mean you just have better odds going
Of not getting
running in like
pile
zigzags or going go left or right or do turns because they like running straight.
Interesting.
Like,
What
you-
slows him down is when you start fucking turning because he's charging you. It's like
It's
So
like
you got to run a slant.
I got something right away, okay?
all right.
I was scrolling TikTok, like literally right before I came here, and you guys have a video going viral right now. Okay, here we go.
I beg Kylie Jenner.
It says for
I
those who
beg Kim K.
Oh my god!
4.2 million views.
holy shit, Mike!
Those
It's got a
who-
ton of likes too. 177,000
Oh my-
people like that.
Holy shit!
This is pretty well known.
What are
at
the
this
comments?
point.
What are the comments?
Look, 4.2 million. The comments.
Wait, did you post that?
No,
you liked it. You
I
liked it. Okay,
Yeah.
that is freaking funny.
Holy fuck.
Whoa, the top comment at Ryan's sister.
Oh man.
First his
Isn't that
sister,
Micah?
now his Hummer.
I did say that one time.
That's the thing is like when we first started doing YouTube, my brother's like, don't ever try to pretend to be somebody else because it's hard to remember how to pretend to somebody else is be yourself. And I'm like, well, what happens if myself ain't funny? He's like, well, then,
It's just
shit
not
happens.
meant to be. Yeah.
Shit happens,
The bright side is that's one thing you don't have to worry about.
Yeah, I'm funny looking. I'll be all right.
Ken,
Welcome back.
I just so happened to be at the Roadhouse and found out some pretty crazy information about you that like I just thought I had to share with the world. It's pretty simple
About
information
me.
about you. So I was at the Roadhouse and there was like a bunch of your old friends from high school.
Okay.
And they were all like
It's like, oh, fuck.
Okay.
I thought I had them all sign NDAs.
And anyway, so I was like sitting there and they were like asking how everything's going, just chopping it up. And they're like, yeah, it's just so like crazy how far like you guys have come. And like, it's crazy. We used to know Ken in high school and like how good he's doing. I'm like, yeah, he's doing great. And I don't know how it kind of came about, but they said something like, yeah, I just can't believe how far he's come. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? And they're like, Well, I just remember my last thought of him is he was playing the gong in band class. And that was like his thing.
Is that like rock bottom?
He's like, well, I don't, were you? No, I'm not saying it was
Like-
rock
like
bottom.
You are the easiest instrument to play. You just hit it one time.
You could get away with doing basically nothing in band class.
You've been
if you did
doing
the
this your whole life.
Because it was like basically a free hour to sit on your phone in high school. Like, what kid doesn't want to do that?
So you can play the gong like a son of a gun.
Oh, hell
can't
yeah.
you?
I haven't done that in years.
That's so
Did you have a certain technique with the way you'd hit it, or what?
No, just like, oh shit, like my part's coming up. Oh, I think this is right. And just hit it.
So do you practice that?
I didn't do shit.
So why do you get to choose that, or did you get that stuck on you by the teacher?
I honestly don't remember.
Gav, dude, if you could be one animal, what would you be?
That's a good question right there. I'd probably say an eagle.
That's a good answer.
Right?
Seems like a lonely life.
Kind of does.
Eagles
but-
are always alone.
Dude, they're kind of like a lone wolf, though. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just got you got to be like that sometimes. What are you guys chuckling about, Ryan?
I'm just looking at Evan right now, trying to figure out what type of animal he is.
Dude, he'd be a cheetah.
I think you kind of look like
Freaking baboon.
A baboon.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Dude, you just remind me of
Not
a little
something that
Tasmanian
flies.
devil or something.
Ken would be a like an old farm dog that never leaves the porch.
I was thinking like a wise orangutan.
I was thinking old rhino. Weathered.
Old
A
bloodhound.
rhino.
I don't know if any of those fit, but
I don't know enough about animals. Like I can't pick
Can't
what one
accurately
would be.
pick.
I'd have to see pictures of like certain.
You
and
could
then I'd be able
Pull
to-
up some pictures
If
of
you just
animals.
had to just throw a dart at the board, though, like, what do you think you'd be?
Oh, I was talking for Ken.
What would you be, Siege?
French bulldog.
yes,
That's a diss.
he would be.
That's a diss. Damn.
You gotta
Yeah.
like have an accountant to like
Unreal.
approve your purchases.
I would hate that.
He wouldn't be able to buy anything.
Yeah. That'd be exactly like me asking my accountant is the same vibe as like asking the lawyer or this and that. Should I buy it? Oh, probably not. I wouldn't recommend it. And then I'm just like, why did I even ask?
Yeah. You already know the answer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But
they,
you have
they
to
say
ask-
no, and then you're like, well, what the hell am I paying you for? So good, dude.
Jake was so excited when they were putting the asphalt down. I called him to come over. He came over so fast in his Ford Raptor that he almost rolled it. They stopped working. They
This
thought
is
he
what
was.
I
They were
heard.
like. They all stopped working. Like they are like, holy shit. Like they were
And
like.
I
A
heard
couple
this
guys were
from-
laughing.
I heard this from more than just CJ.
Like they were like, yeah.
Most of the guys at the
They were
shop
like,
were
well, I
like,
thought he was rolling
yeah,
that
guy
thing."
in the black Raptor almost rolled his shit coming in here.
They stopped working
like,
when
what
Jake
the-
came
How
through.
I
was
mean,
gnarly.
funny for us, bad for you, but like, how funny would that have been? Like, yeah,
He'd have crawled out.
Jake
the
was
sunroof
so
and just-
excited, he rolled his truck in our driveway.
That'd be Jake.
It would, you would have flipped out, and then everyone would have just came off the asphalt team and been like,
If one of the Seaboys were to go trans, who would it be?
Probably Evan.
Me?
Dude, you'd look sick with boobs.
That doesn't mean
Mike
that doesn't
with
mean you have
wig
to
and
get
shit.
tits.
But you might
Chop
as
off
well
your
if you're
pee-pee.
gonna.
It's 100% genuine passion. We love this little electric car.
what's it
It's
called?
just-
The Chang Wang or something?
yeah, the Chang Wang. That's what I'm gonna call it now.
The Chang Li.
Yeah, the
Chang Li. Chang Li. I love.
Wait a
dude,
second. The Chang Li.
Yeah, when you guys drop a YouTube video or an Instagram reel of it, and you're just like so hyped on it, I'm like, I literally think every time I see it, I go, man, these guys just fucking love that electric car.
I love it more than I've ever loved anything. It's just like pure joy.
Careful, your wife is probably listening.
Yeah. Well, she's not a thing. She's a person.
That's very good.
different.
That's
Yeah, it's
very good,
different, you see.
point.
Ah, yes,
Exactly.
So like, how do you acquire that aura? You know, like how does this turn
Ryan,
into?
you probably stop wearing a white long sleeve underneath.
It's cold out. It's cold out.
Do you think Hellcats are good drifters, Jake?
I don't know. I've always, you know what's funny? I was talking about this last night with Mike, dude, and I think they're boats.
Yeah,
And
I feel like
Yeah,
they
too
would be
big.
really good at like takeover when you're just doing
Doing donuts?
circles.
Yeah.
I mean, doing circles is pretty easy in
I'm
any
so-
rear wheel drive car with donuts or with a lot of power, but
High horsepower
but
V8.
and tires, you need those too. But
Don't attack.
but yeah, I was thinking about that because like if we're gonna get this drift track, it'd be kind of sweet to have a Hellcat to like whip around. But I don't think it's a drifting
Yeah,
car.
yeah,
I feel like you'd
I
be
don't
better
think
off
it
just
is.
getting a.
There's only one way to find out, but dude,
That's
I'm
true.
so against takeovers. I think is the latest.
It's kind of
they
lame.
have.
I agree. I don't stand for them either.
No, I like
Especially the way
just
they've gotten.
doing
Dude, they used
donuts
to be-
and like
It's
just-
hoodlums.
It
Yeah,
used to
it's
be a little
hoodlums.
different. Now it's just like anything goes. Like people, you know,
Like shooting
Yeah,
stuff.
like
Well,
shooting.
how often do you see a video of somebody getting hit?
A
at
lot.
takeover?
Every
So
time.
much.
Every
Every single
Well, what the
takeover
fuck
video.
are these people doing running out there? You got some jabroni that you don't even know whipping his Hellcat that's all beat to shit. And you're like, I'm going to go run up and trust this guy to whip around me. I'm sure you're just in the moment, but.
Dude, dirt bikers don't get chicks.
You must not be a dirt biker then.
I don't get chicks.
Really? All that
Well,
time on the road.
It's lonely on the road. But I'd love to have a nice girl in the passenger seat. I got an open seat.
Well,
Just a
until
door
it's
short
not.
town to town hop.
Passenger door is always open. Back door is always open too. if you got a bike, that is. There's always room for another bike.
That's gonna be crawling in there tonight. You're falling asleep and you just hear.
It's Evan.
Yeah,
He's wearing his lucky underwear.
if you see a moto van with a SW17 sticker parked at a Flying J, the doors are always open.
The way you talk about the women that you are interested in,
Right.
you know, your girlfriend is the polar opposite.
Oh, 100%.
Of those.
100%. Yeah, I'm falling in love with her personality, not her looks.
Don't fucking say that.
Shut up, dude.
You are wild.
And now we're just
wild. You are wild.
Crazy, dude.
We're just working
Not
on
a
getting,
good guy. He's a good guy. You gave her a chance.
getting the looks where I want it, you know?
Yeah.
Not saying that all moms aren't, but probably most moms shouldn't have 1,000 horsepower.
Maybe she's on the way home from wine night.
Oh, that's what I mean. And she gets a little buried in the pedal, and then before you know it, she's doing Mach 80.
She looks like Big Wrench. Tits over tea kettle before she knows what happened.
Dude, I want to top this thing out. I want to see how fast it'll go. And it was like 186.
On a
Speaking of which-
gravel road?
No,
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't.
you did that on an
airport runway, right?
didn't you, like-
Allegedly.
Did you
just sneak on the airport runway?
Allegedly. Dude, your front lip.
Oh yeah, folded under the car, dude. I
At
didn't
186.
know. Yeah, I didn't know you're not supposed to touch the brakes, and I was like reading the markers, like, okay, I got this much room left. I got this much room left, and it was like screaming. I'm like, okay, I don't even know. I'm on base brakes, not even Brembos. I'm on like single piston. I locked them up, and the back tires came off the ground, and it took the front lip and folded it under the car. it didn't. Yes,
No,
dude,
they
I have a
didn't.
picture.
The
I have
back tires came off the ground?
Dude, I got a
No,
picture.
they didn't.
Dude, I literally could show you. I have a picture right here.
Do you just have your front brakes hooked up? Do you just have your front brakes
It did
hooked up?
like nose manual, but I could show you. There's like
They come down to land, they see a Mustang sliding across on his nose. Like, those motherfuckers are always out of control.
Okay, it wasn't that aggressive.
Endo the Mustang.
Yeah, dude.
I believed everything until you said the back tires were off the ground.
No,
But it makes sense. It was low. It
dude,
just-
and it had that much like downforce.
you got
that it,
you got like a plastic front lip on it. Of course, it's gonna fold.
No, it
Yeah.
was metal, dude. It was. I'll show you. I literally just found the pictures.
Front lip was metal. I'm like grade 10, 11, and 12. I'm racing in the States, and now I'm learning that everybody's like smoking cigars, like wine cigars, and chewing tobacco.
Yeah.
But in Canada, right then, they banned flavor nicotine. So I'm going to the States every weekend, and I'm getting my allotment on chewing tobacco, like Cope Mint, Cope Wintergreen, getting all the flavors, stuffing my boots full with it, and my parents are buying it for me because I'm only 16 or 17.
Why?
Damn, dude.
Because
They just
I was
were
like,
cool with it?
no, I was like, hey, like my buddies want me to get like some like Cope for them. Like, will you buy it and I'll take it to them? And they're like, yeah, sure, we'll buy it. But like, you can't do it. And I didn't
Parents
want to
sound
do
sick.
it. I didn't want to
What?
do it anyways. So I was buying like a tin, or I was buying a log for like
Yeah.
$20 or whatever, how much it was, and I was selling a tin for $25. So I was making $125.
Well, was that
per
20
log.
US and then 25 Canadian? We got to be specific. on
Yeah,
this
yeah.
conversion.
But that's when the dollar, this is like when the dollar was super close. So it was almost, no, it was the opposite. So it was better to buy stuff in the US than Canada.
So
I was hustling.
You were
tins.
slinging them out of your locker still?
Well, no. By that time, my parents had bought a Sprinter like your guys is a black Sprinter, and I was driving that to school every day.
Slinging out the black Sprinter,
Bro.
So I was slinging tins in the back of my
Santa get the tinted
up,
windows.
He was a straight up dealer.
Dude, I was an actual dealer, and there's kids that will they're like, dude, buying a log a week in high school, chewing a log a week in high school is like kind of gnarly.
Oh, so you were just raking it
dude,
in.
Dude, I was making like a couple $100 a month off kids buying like tins for me in high school. I'd tell my parents, I'd be like, "Hey, I'll give you like $40 every time." So
Did you give them a cut?
I'd give
I
them a
can't
cut,
believe
yeah.
your parents were getting into this with you.
Well, it wasn't like a
What do your
big thing.
parents do for a living? Or maybe don't answer on here. Maybe don't answer on here. What the fuck?
That's so funny, dude.
Just, hey, nobody's gonna turn down a free $40 bill.
Hey, $40 is $40.
$40 is $40.
Dude, you were like Copenhagen's youngest sponsored athlete.
Good morning, Mike.
Oh, hey, Mike.
Hey.
Mike.
It's afternoon, Evan.
But you just got here, so it must be morning for you.
That's funny.
So, like you mentioned, Metal Militia. Back when it was Brian Deegan versus Travis Pastrana, like, did you guys actually not like each other? Or maybe I don't know, like, how did you feel, like, towards each other? Like, do you think you would ever, like, get in a physical altercation back then? Like, was it possible, or was that even, like...
So the funniest part about that was, in the start of freestyle motocross, you had Mad Mike Jones, Clifford the Flying Hawaiian, Adam Tante, Cowboy Kenny Bartram.
Yeah.
Like, we just wanted to figure out how to ride a motorcycle and have fun and to make a living at it. And everyone was building the sport in any way they could, building their image, building whatever we could to be able to go and do circus tricks on a motorcycle and to be able to travel the world with your friends and find cool places to ride. So I was just this goody two-shoes, straight-A student racer that happened to really like freestyle motocross. And Brian, as a showman, was like, hey, I got a way that this is going to work. Like, Brian went to a level so far above and beyond. Like, he didn't have a trick for Gravity Games one year. And he told all the producers and everyone at NBC, like, this is when, before YouTube, like, it's a big network. And he's like, I got the biggest tricks. I'm not showing anyone I got the biggest tricks. It's going to be, everyone's building up Brian D and the Metal Militia. He picks a fight with a police officer the day before.
Wow.
Doesn't post bail.
What a businessman.
And the whole thing was, the man's keeping him down. And I'm like,
Dude.
Oh, he would have crushed you. Like, I won Gravity Games.
So he just took the rug right out from under you.
Completely. I'm like, what? He had nothing. But like, he's a very smart human being. I wouldn't have gone the same route, but Deegan was great because he knew he did work hard, despite what his image and everything. And he knew exactly what he had to do and when he had to do it. And even if he didn't have it, he would go for it anyway. And I think that's what the crowd liked, because he's like, well, I haven't won in 2 years. I got to send something big. And he'd go out and he'd be willing to die, literally.
Yeah.
So were people taking sides as far as like, I'm team TP or team Deegan, and would they have any kind of like altercations?
Like, if you were walking down the street and you saw someone in some Metal Militia gear, were you like, oh, fuck?
I was just too goofy to realize anything was going on, honestly. And Deegan was great. Like, my parents would come up. He's like, hello, Miss Pastrana.
Oh, so he was pretty cordial behind the scenes almost.
He was, but it's not that he didn't believe anything. Like, he was honest. He just figured out a way. He's like, look, this kid, there has to be an opposite. There's got to be a fight. There's got to be a show. I just didn't know that I was part of it. I was just me.
Yeah, so that answers my question. Yeah.
It's kind of like a WWE almost. Like, you had the heel and you had the, I can't remember what they call it, like the good guy and the bad guy. Yeah.
I just didn't know I was playing a role. Thank goodness that Deegan did, because it helped us all the way through. Unfortunately, like, as a teenage kid coming up, like, kind of dorky, straight A student guy, like, Deegan had all of the girls, all of the...
Really?
Like, yeah, all the parents were like, go get him. His line is like, just strippers and stuff.
This was my moment.
One of the more priceless car moments
I did.
ever.
That show is funny.
I still don't know how I missed the trees on this, dude.
You couldn't do that today.
Threaded
Those
the
trees
needle.
are so much bigger.
I haven't ran a buffer in so long, and we pulled it in. I was like, dude,
We
I can
gotta
get this off.
Yeah,
and we buffed it off.
Yeah.
Which is funny. This is my favorite part about the video. In a moment of high stress, I spent way too much money, took a big loan out on this car.
Yep.
We just finally had started getting paid. And I was like, I'm buying a Jeep. And I was obviously very stressed and nervous as this happened. And then listen to what Ken says when I come around the corner. your reaction to what ended up being a very small amount of damage.
Yeah, he makes it sound like the whole side was ripped off.
I like paused for a second. I'm sorry. You didn't get it? I got it, I think. No, we got it, dude. It was in like disbelief as to what the
I love this.
Oh shit.
They're literally from this video. There's almost nothing wrong with the car.
Oh shit.
Am I supposed to like show you, or did you just like pop it up? Or?
What did we do? Did we just pop it up?
It would be nice to see both your legs up on this table, though.
The only bad. You guys wearing shorts? Oh, good.
Yeah.
It just makes it so much worse when you got to pull your pants down.
I still can't.
Yes, dude.
Finally got it.
Mike and Evan are tatted. They're fully life wide open. If they didn't wear it on their t-shirts enough, now they always got it on their body.
I've only wanted to get one tattoo, and it's life wide open on my leg. And then you guys did that. Now the whole crew can't have that.
Yeah, I culture vultured you.
Yeah, you can't be a culture vulture.
I'm not going to be a culture vulture then.
So were you upset that I did it? You're
No,
like,
I thought it was I thought it was awesome that you guys did it. I was stoked that you did. And if I was there, I probably would have done it. But being that I wasn't there, I wasn't going to like get you guys sloppy seconds on that ink gun downstairs. We did something pretty big today, guys. We
Gave a tour of the shop.
Set up a retirement fund. Start planning for the future, kids. Putting that money aside. And they said, so what name would you guys like to put on your retirement fund? And
We're like, we can name it?
And just keep in mind, like, it'll be printed out on the statements, you know, for all your employees and yourselves for forever. And we looked at each other. I went, I feel like this is the perfect time, boys.
He said, I assume you guys could just call it the CboysTV retirement plan, but anything works.
I was like, let's name it the Seaman account.
Seaman Retirement Fund.
Too good, man.
It's too good.
It's perfect.
I'm 27 years old.
Is this real?
And I'm in a serious relationship with my car.
He's kissing the front bumper.
This can't be real.
God dang, dude.
This guy's really passionate.
Handsome man.
Kissing this thing.
My handsome man.
I'm gonna get a tetanus
Oh,
shot
wait,
on
it's
your
a man.
wiener because you were screwing your muffler.
He met Chase in a resale lot about 5 years
Dude.
ago.
I can't remember what it was called, hicksploitation, where you exploit hick people. Grindhard told us about that, but there should be laws against publicizing people like this.
Yeah.
I'm more.
Like, you hear of a guy
I want to go on the.
That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
right.
Well, I'm sure he probably.
I don't know what they offer them, but TLC has to be the best, I guess,
And this
hicksploitation.
is old.
or-
This is like
yeah,
15 years old. I bet.
yeah.
But I'm sure they go to this guy who probably is in financial need,
Yeah.
and they go, "Hey, man, we'll pay you $3,000 to kiss your car on TV," and he goes.
Sign me up.
He goes, I'll say I effed the tailpipe for $5. And they go, deal, we would have done it for $40. And then he's, before you know it, kissing the front bumper of his Chevy Lumina.
We could send a camera out tonight at 12 a.m. to find Evan out with his Chev out back.
Gosh,
There's a
dang.
whole. I got a whole fleet
No,
of
they have-
Chevys
I
out
mean,
there.
oh my
It takes
God.
a lot of time to keep them all happy. You know, some gets jealous. And you'll give a little extra attention to the other one. And
I saw you kind of cook me up in your
Dude, that was-
prediction video.
I mean, it was hilarious.
It's nothing personal. It's nothing
let's
personal.
talk
And then
about
you
that.
just go in on me for 5 minutes.
I've been meaning to. Ben and Micah, my boys are not drivers. Dude, Ben, I saw him hit that tree.
I knew you were about to say that.
I mean, Ben hit a tree and said it was his brakes. The tree's been there all last 30 years.
All right, where are they going?
This is no personal offense, you know what I mean? No.
Yeah, no.
The Seaboys, great guys.
Let's talk about the
But holy
brakes.
shit, they do not know how to drive.
I mean, it's the
Let's start
truth.
with
It's
Ben.
just facts. It's
No
just
offense,
facts.
dude. No offense.
Alondra texts me and she goes into Fargo and she goes, yeah, I saw a bunch of them driving around today, which it just is a slight bummer. She doesn't know that's a bad thing, but like it was a slight bummer hearing that like a bunch of people have, you know, the same cars, you whatever. And I go, oh, well, they're probably not Z06s, you know, whatever. That's okay. So I hype myself up. The other day she was at Target and she sent me a picture and it's a Corvette Z06 parked in a handicap stall with a handicap sticker in the window.
So Your they were people, legal. Ryan.
And I went, damn.
Still a cool car, right?
It's still a cool car.
Wait,
Still a cool
handicap
car.
people can't drive Corvette.
No, I just
Is that a
figured that it would
bummer?
it just kept the tradition on that
He's
old
more
people,
so just
old
implying
men,
like an old man was driving.
yeah, an old
It might
man.
not. It might not. You
Not
don't have
that
to
someone
be,
that handicapped. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you don't have to be old.
No,
To
yeah.
get the.
Be young and handicapped.
It's just the implied that like only old men drive
I
Corvettes. Like
I
it's
just-
not necessarily a young man's car.
Yeah.
Like it's like 40 plus.
He runs up to his garage at home, just shoves down a couple dogs before bed. My mind was running. I couldn't fall asleep. I go clear my head.
I'm a hot dogaholic.
Just a phone light out in the garage. He opens the snap on his dogs.
Honey, what are you doing?
Dude, did you guys? Yeah, like you said it wasn't a problem. You said it wasn't a problem.
Oh, what?
It's not. I'm just out here because I need fresh air.
I'm a hot dogaholic.
Oh, yeah, can you go pick my PlayStation up from the pawn shop?
What?
Mike pawns his PlayStation to
For
buy
hot
more
dogs.
I swear it's not a problem.
All right, there you go.
I don't want to sit here when you hit this.
Go on,
Dude,
Ken.
so remember when you told us you played percussion? I just wanted to bring back some nostalgia, and you said you hit a gong at one point in your life. I looked it up. This is called the mother of Tesla gong.
Wow.
So I just figured it'd be
How
fit
much
for
did
you.
you spend on
Built
this?
for you.
We're not going to talk about that.
Thousands.
Money is no
We're
object.
not, it's
Hey,
legit.
I suppose
to
this-
making you happy.
This is
Money
coming
is
from
no
Money
mo-
Mike, isn't it?
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Money's no object to Mike.
We got to get a big smack on this.
I don't know. Everyone watch out. Ken managed to injure himself. You good, Ken? What the fuck? What'd you do, dude?
Ow, that hurt.
Of course!
Yeah.
How do you manage?
Call the orthopedic specialist.
All right, and this podcast is gonna be cut short. Ken's gotta go to the hospital. Ken tips it off.
Yeah, Nicky Joe's coming to town. We can show her a real good time, Gav.
So I'm really not going to sleep tonight.
Yeah. Evan's girlfriend's come to town. You guys are gonna show a real good time.
Just invite yourself into my girlfriend.
No, I'm in the bedroom right above you.
just nearby, brother.
Just nearby. I'm not saying another word. Let's stop that. Never, Ev.
Door flies open. You need some help?
Never heard that one before.
Yeah. He's all sweaty. Oh, the peanut butter.
Oh Lord.
Dude, we have gone so far off track here. I don't even know if we were ever on track, but we are certainly off it now.
The rails are gone.
Ryan, get us back on track.
Yeah, reel us in.
I feel like we're just off track because it's been so damn rainy here. We can't film anything. We're all cooped up.
That's what's made Evan this gay.
The weather. It's the weather.
He has seasonal sexuality dysfunction. Fucking climate change.
4 different sexualities. Unbelievable. 4? There's 4 seasons.
Okay.
So he changed
What's
each
your
season.
Just out of curiosity,
What's up?
run me through the 4 sexualities of the 4 seasons. I can't believe we're going down
Well,
this road. but-
summertime, apparently he gets a little gay when it rains.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because I look up, you see that rainbow. I can't fucking help it.
It's America, dude. You do you, brother.
That's what I'm saying.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, what does he feel in the fall?
Fall comes around, man. He's getting a little bit more spiced up. He's double swinging it. He's bisexual and
No,
fall.
no. That's
Yeah.
just a little crazy.
Is that crazy?
Yeah, that's
So
pretty.
you're not just gay?
He's just gay when it rains.
No.
All right, maybe he's just gay when it rains and he's straight the rest of the time.
I'm not. These pants almost feel like plastic of some sort. Very sweaty. My undercarriage. I'm growing rutabagas down there.
He has been complaining about it since about 20 minutes after he put it on. He's been saying how he's been sweating under his pants all day.
You could keep expensive cigars down there. It's a humidor. It's like a greenhouse. It's moist.
Greenhouse.
Evan takes his pants off and there's moss growing.
Oh my god.
Little mushrooms.
Spores.
So I never tried to like question your guys' pranks, but I was looking at my Delta app last night. Are you sending me to South Africa?
How do you know that?
Somebody booked me a Delta One flight next summer to South Africa.
294 days until check-in. Holy, that's about as
It's on
legit
time,
as it
at
gets.
least.
We have a flight number. We have an itinerary.
Well, Ken, you always find a way to just spoil a good vid, huh?
Like I was like, this can't be them.
Pack your bags, buddy.
You only got 294 days to get ready.
It's very interesting how salty all those like
Moto
California
is a weird
moto
thing,
moto
dude.
guys are, because like we're somewhat in the crowd, but not really. It's like if you fuck with this guy, you basically close
like, pick a
yourself
side.
off
Yeah.
to all of them, even if you've never met them.
Yeah.
Like you do a podcast with one guy, now it's like the rest of them are like, oh, we don't fuck with them. Like he's boys with them.
I love that there's two sides of Hellcat culture. Like there's two different sides of the world that like Hellcats, and I love how you hold it down.
There's the Atlanta crowd and there's the Kansas crowd.
And the Kansas crowd.
Dude, Sexy Red. Sexy Red loves Hellcats. You should do something with
does
her.
have a song.
Who's that?
Oh.
You don't know who Sexy Red is?
I'm not.
She has a
Show.
song.
She's
Hey,
nothing to write home about.
Mike,
I don't
show
like
him
Sexy Red. I'm not
Sexy
going to
Red.
show him.
don't
Dude,
know.
CJ would be so
Is
fired
this something
up.
my
CJ
girlfriend's
loves
gonna get
Sexy
mad
Red.
about or what?
Yeah.
I don't know if she's
Hold
gonna
on.
be too worried about Sexy Red.
It's a hitter of a song. Hellcats, SRT. I mean, it really.
Really?
I actually listened to a podcast with Jack Harlow. He was on Call Her Daddy. Greta wanted to listen to it. Call Her
I
Daddy.
think guys can listen to
Alex
Call Her
Cooper
Daddy.
is the greatest podcast interviewer of our generation.
I mean,
Up
That's
there,
just
up-
a heavy statement.
there?
dude.
it's a very heavy.
Heavy
I don't
statement.
know
There are a lot
about
of people
That's a
out there.
heavy statement.
All right, her and Joe
What about the
Rogan.
guy who does hot ones?
I
pretty
think
good.
he's got a
Theo Von.
production.
Theo Von.
Okay, and Theo Von. All right. Call Her Daddy.
What about Oprah?
All right, Oprah's up there too.
Joe
All
Rogan?
right, she's top. She's top 10. She's top 10. She's top 10. No, she's just fantastic though. She like goes in between like sucking dick and then like tell me more about your business that you're building. I don't
Two
know.
of your favorite things.
She's maybe that's
No
why
wonder you like
maybe
it so
that's why I'm
much.
like, damn, this girl just sure knows how to.
Yeah, it's a great
interview.
show. I like this. You're looking at Greta. She's not even listening anymore.
Yeah. Dude, I just wanted to ride my bike. I didn't
Yeah.
want to be at school with a bunch of kids drawing pictures and shit.
That's
like,
fair.
wasn't stoked on that.
Like drive
Crash
the,
or break
Well, no,
something.
but Ben and Mike get to race, Gavin, Jake, everyone's doing fun shit and just on the sidelines watching these guys do crazy things. I'm like, man, I want to get in the mix.
It's gotta just feel like the ultimate edge.
Oh yeah, and when it comes, oh yeah.
I think that for a girl, the best thing is pepper spray.
How about a Glock 9?
Yeah, a gun.
I don't know if
You
the
might
world's
pull
any
it on the
safer
wrong
with-
person.
Yeah, I think that sometimes.
You know, Alex, I get her a gun. Not supposed to be home.
You're
but then I
sleepwalking
end
at
up
night?
coming home early.
Or yeah, I
she
randomly
thinks someone's
show up.
breaking in. Yeah, Mike shows up at the house. Boom, shoots him. Bad deal.
Yeah.
But if Alex pepper sprays Mike, that's a funny
That's
deal.
funny.
That's,
now we got a
polar
podcast
opposite
conversation.
We got
We
polar
got a
opposites.
yep.
Like that's like a good job, baby. You know, like that's a funny story. Even Mike's kind of like, yeah, it's pretty funny. She
Yeah.
pepper
It hurt
sprayed.
like shit,
yeah,
but-
but it was funny. You know, we're talking about that forever. So yeah, man.
Amazing.
Let me tell you, you're a reckless racer.
Dude.
You were driving like a
Yes.
maniac out there. You were taking people out, hitting people. I was Cletus mad at you at one point?
I think Cletus is an expert entertainer.
Because you guys were under caution. He kind of like hit
Yeah,
you.
no, he
I've never seen
slammed
that.
into me from behind and then pit maneuvered me.
Yeah.
But he pulled up next to me and then like gave me a thumbs up and was
Oh.
like, "Hey, I was just doing that for fun. Like, you're good.
You're
like
good.
my
Yeah.
neck."
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was like, "Oh, yeah, thanks, good one, buddy." Yeah,
That's good. Yeah,
So,
I saw that. I was like, ooh.
At
what's
first,
going
though, I
on?
thought he was actually
You're
pissed,
like,
and I
yeah,
was
you're
like,
like,
"Oh
oh,
no!"
man.
I was like,
You're
"I
like,
came here
I'm
to
not getting an invite back.
Exactly. But then when I jumped the car, or when I got crashed and went airborne, like
Yeah, I
and
saw that
picture was
picture.
in his. I was like, all right, we might get another invite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
that
it-
was legendary.
At the end of the day, it's all about entertainment.
You were the only
Right.
guy that went in the air out there that night.
Yeah, and I kind of did it twice because the other time I got pinched between two cars, my front end like went up between them.
You are so funny.
I knew Ryan.
It'll make Christmas way easier.
I knew Ryan before, like all you guys. Like Ryan,
That's true.
Ryan is like the bread and butter to me with you guys. Obviously, Jake was also that. I don't know why I have the need to shout him out, but like he left. So it's Brian, and that was his.
Mike's gonna shout out Jake at his wedding. Like, yo, I just want to like give a shout out
That
to
was
Jake.
really
though.
awkward.
I know I'm brother-in-law with Ryan now, but
like, shout out to Jake,
honorary
but, like,
mention to Jake.
Straight up though, Jake, but like you left, dog. So like just kind of you left, you know. So shout out Ryan.
Sticking with me.
It's kind of like when Ben crashed. Like your first reaction was just start clapping and cheering. Like he just did the best thing. Like I don't think I've ever seen you praise him for any of the stuff he's done. Like crashing into that tree.
Impressed at the amount of destruction he did at that moment.
Yeah, you like that?
He deserved a round of applause.
Me and CJ were watching the video back before we pressed live. You know, we're watching it through, and it was my first time seeing it after CJ had edited that portion. And we watch it through, and I just go, man, Evan is such a fucking dick. Because that was the first time I'd seen but I'm laughing.
You had already said you're okay like 5 times.
I had no idea how happy me hitting that tree had made you. And then and CJ's laughing, and we're, you know, I'm like, all right, let's watch it through one more time. And then we watch it through, and there's a moment in it when you go, man, that was just crazy. And you look up and you like looking up at God. Yeah. Like you're like praying to God, and you got like this little.
You did
just pop it up right here.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
Like you're
Little
just
twinkle
so
in his
happy.
eye.
You were so happy. I don't think I've ever seen you this happy ever.
And he goes, I'll consider coming back when Ken Matthews sends me a public love letter.
So why don't you just do that, Ken, and then we can get him back.
So in the state of Minnesota, because Randy's valued at more than $1,500, it is a felony to be in possession of stolen property.
But why wouldn't you just write a love letter to get him back? Don't you want?
Let me get ChatGPT to write something up.
Okay.
Why would you?
No, it's got to be heartfelt.
Yeah.
Needs to be heartfelt.
From the bottom of your soul.
I don't care who you are. That's funny.
Going up into child services with your life wide open.
Oh,
shirt.
damn.
Yeah, life wide open and baby long
I know.
That's savage.
Damn, dude.
Like,
It's crazy because it's gone so far now that's like you get these clips, whether they're running from the police wearing the merch or whatever. Like it's, you know.
Man, after I saw this one, had a great laugh, and then I was like, I hope this isn't like, you know, I hope this doesn't keep happening.
It's going to.
Yeah, maybe.
It's inevitable.
I'm only down to be locked in for 7 days if Gav can come with.
I'm in.
Gav's going to leave there limping too.
Well, he limped on the way in and he waddled on the way out.
Chill, Evan. No.
It's just an empty jar of peanut butter.
You guys don't need any.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Gosh.
Yeah, we did have fun.
We did have fun.
So yeah, we were playing some like bunch of different golf gambling games with like the rest of Grandpa Ron's buddies. Dude, we sat at this table for probably I'd say an hour.
Yeah.
hour to an hour and a half trying to figure out who owed who money. And at the end of it, it was like Grandpa Ron made $8. His other buddy made $3, but he had to pay 2 of that to another guy. But he was in the whole $8 as well, so he made $6. And we walked away like after an hour and a half. Like, you guys did all that for $12?
Well, I watched Ken threw $20 in, and I said we won.
Yeah, Ken threw $20 in to just tell them to just fuck off. He was like, I will pay you guys $20 to stop.
This math was just going in circles and did not add up, and I was like, I just gotta.
The way it looked like it was adding up was in your favor.
Well,
you were the one doing the math, and you were the one who was like, okay, so you owe me $8, you owe me $5, and everyone's kind of like, well, what? You ended up with all the money.
I was honest on that. You guys just forgot
honest.
you guys forgot to collect. That's all.
What's your saying?
If you keep scoring and don't win, it's your fault.
That's what it is. That's true. You can like rest it on the table if you need.
I don't know if I'm tall enough.
Don't leave any sweat on the table though.
I guess you're a guest. You
can sweat wherever you want, brother. My God, dude.
Oh my God! Look at that thing. Look at the recoil on it.
Oh my gosh!
I just cracked my back.
Holy shit!
I have a gift for you guys. Well,
Perfect.
for all of us.
I love gifts. Oh, I already know.
Nice.
Oh, dude, so sick.
Yeah.
I ain't seen them yet.
I know, but I'm already so
I cannot
excited.
see what the box says.
Let's go. Let's go.
Not
So
one.
sick. So that one's for
Pass
Ken.
it around.
Kenjamin. Oh my gosh.
Not 2.
Mine. Yes.
Yes.
Not 3.
Wow.
4.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh. That is so awesome. So, for those of you guys wondering, this is the million YouTube play button. Pretty sick. So, we obviously we only have one. Typically, you only get one per channel. But
and that one was difficult to get a hold of.
They typically don't give out individual play buttons, but being that we have so many members a part of the channel, they were able to do that for us. You know, it's been quite a bit of time, probably 4 years since we hit 1 million. I'm actually super pumped to have my own play button. This is so sick.
This was a project that I got assigned a good
So
year and a
sick.
half ago to get done.
So happy.
So now it's sick. Everybody's got one for their office. We do have one on the wall over there, but we're gonna start mounting them all over the
leave
place
that one
now.
there, yeah. That's the one for the shop. This thing's going in my room, dude.
What the hell? What? Why do you look like that right now?
Yeah, what is
Oh,
your
we've
pro-
left
what is-
Sturgis, dude.
What's your problem?
What do you mean, what's my problem?
What the hell
You like
is
that?
going on here?
Looks right to me.
I don't know. I saw a Louis vest, so I put it on.
Hey, but it ain't no Honda.
It ain't no Honda three-wheel. It ain't no
Hey.
250R two-stroke from 85. I'll tell you that. God damn it.
You ever have a throttle stick on one of your Hondas?
That'd be a bad day. Dude, I actually have, bro.
I
figured that, bro. I'm in my old shop, man. I'm pulling in throttle sticks on an old 185. I have a wooden freaking thing holding the building up, kind of. Take that.
Wait, if there's one piece of wood
No, there's-
holding
no,
up the building,
2x4.
This is right in the middle.
I just gotta get this picture clear.
No, I got like 5 of them. 5 beams right there. And yeah, I took out one of them. Bad day. Stopped right there, though. It was okay.
There's a thing that they have tried to curb at the Olympics because there's so much sex, a lot of STDs get spread, and there's just some negative things that come out of this, right? I think they're trying to turn down the Olympic whorehouses that have formed, right?
Wow.
So anyway,
Shut the hell up. Is this actually a thing?
for real, I have the
Is this
screenshot of
actually a
it.
thing?
Who brought the STDs? Who brought the STDs? That'd
The
be the
French,
first
definitely
question.
Probably the French.
The French, yeah.
We need to get Evan in the Olympics.
Bro, I was gonna
What
say
would
Evan could be an
doing?
Olympic athlete from the way it sounds.
Well, dude, they
Smoking weed.
maybe we should look it up. But like,
Clearly
they-
got a couple vices.
I've never met a redneck that wears Lulu.
I like comfort. I'm just a versatile redneck. It's kind of
Yeah.
how I see myself.
I
I,
like
fit in
that.
with every group of people.
The video of Justin getting his first airbag is one of my favorites.
it really
Oh
is.
yeah,
That's
that
priceless,
was
man.
so funny.
And it's when we drove a car into our friend's pond who ended up
Dude,
being
this
Mark.
was a good thumbnail.
Yeah, this was.
Really good
This
thumbnail.
was ahead of its time.
But yeah, that snippet that we'll watch shortly here. When dude Justin, I don't know, he just didn't know what he was in for.
Break it off.
Justin's discomfort begins.
Bro.
All right, here we go, boys.
Tit in the back seat.
I'm real. Should we pull the airbag? Airbag fuse? It's not bad with a helmet on. You guys ready? Honestly, I don't even know if you're gonna need to get a run up. I don't think the airbags are gonna go off.
Dude. He goes down the driveway.
Dude.
Yo,
He was so
go
scared.
back. I want to see what Tint does.
Tint's just like this.
I don't think Tim was even like seatbelted
They
in.
hit hard.
He Just chilling.
Grab the center console.
Go back a second and then hit pause.
I want to get Justin's face
Yeah.
when the airbag goes off, the way he looks at it. It's right there.
Oh no! It's not that bad with a helmet.
He's already chilling, dude.
Look at Jake's. Look at Justin's reaction to what is happening, and look at Jake's. He's like, nice. He's like, I'm cool. This was cool. All good. Let's get out of the car. And Justin's like,
Also, what was kind of dope, like they didn't actually get hit by the airbags.
No, because
that's kind of nice.
It was a light impact.
And the
I think
seatbelt
with
locked them, and then
it was all good.
How
That is
how
my-
did Justin end up in there?
He just volunteered. He hopped in.
Kind of one of those things. It's like, shoot, it probably isn't too sketchy, and then he got in, and then regretted.
I love that he goes, I don't even think we're going to need a run up. They're already up on the road. And Jake goes, just a baby one. And he goes
Puts
back
it in
even
reverse.
more.
I was buying Crown Vics online. Normally I would go in person, but it was so busy I was buying them online. So I bid on like 20 in one day, and I just set the price at like you know how you can set the high bid, and then when someone bids, it just automatically goes $100 above them. I set the price at like $4,000 for all 20 of them. Guess how much all 20 of them sold for?
4,100.
4,000 even.
Oh,
they made it to my max bid and stopped.
Yeah, but like that's really suspicious over 20 bucks.
Essentially, they bid it up.
Every
And a
single
guy
one.
called me. He goes, "Did you set all your max bids at something?" He goes, "Yeah, someone ran all your cars to the max bid." And they were different. They were like, actually, it was like 3,800, and then like 2011, I'd go like 4,400. And so in one auction, I got smoked. And
That's a lot of dough.
Yeah, they got me bad because I was buying them for like 2,500 to 3,000, and they just screwed me.
How do you know that you got yourself like a good one then? Like off of the first date, like what are you looking for,
dude?
Do you put it on a scale first,
no,
or-
Ken. Like what are you looking for? Like in their riding or like?
Yeah, definitely a good riding stance. You know, you got to see good posture. She's got to be able to get down and really ride that thing. But besides that, just have a good personality. That's what that's the biggest thing I kind of learned from my last relationship is just, find somebody that you kind of mesh really well with and can find that vibe. So that's the biggest thing. Find the vibe, and then after that, look at the posture.
So is this a tryout or a first date?
Kind of both.
Yeah, I don't know if you're the one to send in to help Ken. That's what I just figured out.
Okay, yeah.
I look at Gab's first date like an NFL training camp. Like he's on the sideline with a fucking clipboard, no whistle. Yeah.
Referee shirt on and everything.
I think we're finding out why Gab is having a hard time at love.
Like a college football recruiter.
Because people think you named yourself, right? Like Heavy D named himself, so that's kind of
Oh, really?
right?
Oh, he told me he didn't.
But like, dude, the thing is like the muscle really does sound douchey. Like it's like this douchebag called himself the muscle, but that's not why. It wasn't because I was big. It was because when shit needed to get done, they would call me in to muscle through and get it done.
Okay.
That's why, because like even now people are like, oh, you're this big fat guy. You're not even, blah, blah, blah. You call yourself the muscle. I'm like, dude, that's not even why they fucking call me. Can I swear on your podcast?
Yeah, of course.
That's not even why they fucking call me the muscle. They call me the muscle because when shit needs to get done, I have to fucking come in and muscle it and get it done.
Like shake some guys up or what?
Well, I mean anything. Like
throw
if there was
somebody
a real negotiation that needed to happen, right? I'm the one that came in. If there was somebody who owed us money, it's like, dude, you owe us money. You need to get us paid, whatever. If there was a deal that needed to get pushed through, if there was employees that weren't doing what they were supposed to do and they didn't listen to anybody, yeah, it's like, dude, this guy's gonna come through and muscle it and get it done.
Makes sense. I would shit my pants if you came up and started shaking me down.
So that's where it came from. But dude, it is always a battle for me because I think it's douchey. Like, dude, if somebody was like, that's the muscle, I'd be like, like that's so stupid. So I now tell people like, I know where I'm at when I hear, hey, what's up, Keaton? I know it's somebody who knows me, or if it's like, hey, it's the muscle. I'm like, it's a fan, you know?
Mike did say Jake looking like he just rode the short bus here.
Yeah.
What? Did you really? Yeah. Like right before I got here?
No, when
you
got
guys were
here.
pre-talking shit.
No, Mike was actually talking shit right before you walked in.
Fill me in. What was he talking?
Oh, he was just like, yeah, fuck Jake. I was going to give him a shout out at my wedding, but he left us.
Oh, yeah, I will say
I'm not saying that.
Dude.
I did say short bus.
No.
He did say the honorary mention part though.
Micah.
I literally shouted you out.
Yeah, but no.
I was trying to have a sentimental moment with Ryan, and I couldn't help. But
Hey,
my
you
brain
go,
couldn't
shout
help
out
but shout
Jake.
you out.
you gave up your seat. Get out of here. This is my spot now, bro.
And then because I like doing weird things that are different, I built a bicycle elevator to get into it because stairs and ladders suck, and the treehouse is like 25 feet in the air.
This is not a normal treehouse. Like
Yeah.
this is,
I know, I've
this
seen
is like the
it.
Mac Daddy of all treehouses.
That's what I thought too. The time we went in it, it was dark, and riding that bicycle elevator up and then walking across the rope bridge, I was like, dude, this guy's not afraid of heights. There's no way I could have built that, dude.
Well, dude, when you were walking across the rope bridge that has the ropes on the side, but you weren't touching like the ropes on the side, and you just walked across like it was just like you were in the the mall. And then when I got up there, I just watched you do it, and then I get in there and shaking back and forth, and I'm like terrified. Like I'm not afraid of heights, but that was like I was easily the most scared I've ever been that high off the ground.
Mm-hmm. Like how high? Like how many feet?
It's around 20, 25 feet.
Jeez,
like high enough that you would severely hurt yourself.
Get hurt. And you don't even get to see the ground for what when you're gonna hit it.
Yeah,
dude, isn't that nice that like we have our whole lives documented? Like our kids, if they like, if we die, they're like, I can watch my dad's basically like majority of his life. That's crazy.
That was like kind of the selling point for us when we started. It was like, well, at least we'll have a video of whatever our weekend was.
I imagine my kids will be sitting there like, yeah, see why dad was broke.
And he really loved Rangers.
He really loved it. Oh yeah, he blew that motor up, blew that truck up, caught that one on fire. Yeah, I see why he was real broke. Couldn't pay child support.
If one guy's not drinking, it's just like a different vibe. But if all the boys are drinking, then it's like kind of I don't know. It just changes the vibe.
You don't want to kill the
It does.
Yeah, like if you're arm around each other, you're like, I love you, man. Yeah, both on that level. It's kind of like the sober one's like, yeah, I love you too.
Yeah, you definitely are like having more of like a bonding moment. And then if you're sitting here sober, you're like looking, you're like, holy shit, nothing is happening right now. This is the
worst
dumbest fucking thing I'm watching. Like it's insane.
I drove home and I had a 4-wheel vehicle, but I put it in 2-wheel drive because the roads were good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And from Minneapolis. So anyway, I go directly to the country club, have some wine, and I come home and I go around the corner and I step on it. Well, I forgot I didn't have a 4-wheel drive.
Were you trying to drift?
No, I would just try to go home. But yeah, I took
you step on it around the corner, though.
Well, I was just going to take off.
Like a little fishtail?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, drifted.
Yeah. I ran in there and I hit this tree. So my car is stuck on the tree, right?
No.
So
like it's
stuck
or it's broken.
It was a small tree.
Do you remember what kind of car you were driving?
Yeah, Blazer.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm sitting there. I'm trying to get out. I get put it in 4-wheel drive now because they did it.
He's revving it.
You see the curtains open.
So all of a sudden,
Ron again. He's in the front yard.
Yeah. So all of a sudden,
we really got to move away from the corner.
All the lights come on in the house.
Oh shit!
I'm burning out like that, and I can't get. So pretty soon, here comes the freaking cop.
Shut up!
Oh shit! No way.
One of my neighbors called the cops. So I got. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure which one. I'm kind of sure, but I don't know. I'm not there anymore.
We should go and TP their house.
Yeah. Oh, I do more than that. But anyways, I get out of the car, and a cop comes over. He said, "Yeah." I said, "I'll be out here in a minute." Well, I can't get out, so I get out. And he checked me. I said, "I have to go to the bathroom." The lady's driveway that I was in, I said, "Can I use your Bonnie is her name? Can I use your bathroom?" Yeah. Nope. No, you're not using your bathroom. You're arrested. So they haul my ass to jail, right?
No.
I'm 2 doors from my house. So I call my buddy up, who's the county commissioner, and I said, "You got to get me out of this." He was drinking too. So he said, I got to find it because he was drinking with me at the club. And he said, I'll find somebody to come and pick you up and give you. So, but he did call. I didn't have to use any bail. And so a friend of theirs picked me up, and I go, well, next day I'm leaving for Las Vegas. We're going to a clothing show. My freaking car got towed away, and I'm really. And so I happened to have money because I was going to Las Vegas, right? So we got to check in at the police station. I got a couple $1,000 probably, or $1,500 in my wallet. I got a DUI. So I get a hold of an attorney, and I said, God. So he started checking around, and so is my buddy. And he said, when was the last time you had checked, for how good your fluid is, that they check the chemical for DUI? Well, they hadn't changed that for like 9 months. Well, that maybe not any good anymore. They threw it out of court.
Wow.
So the bottom line is, it's good to have friends in high places.
Dude, every time that I meet our fans, I'm always just reminded, like, how respectful they are. Well, Ken might say otherwise. Ken might say otherwise.
Some words to say.
Yeah, I was like,
let's hear it, Ken.
For the most part, they are very, very respectful.
There was a number of people that took the liberty that they were going to finger draw some things on the dust in my truck. and I got pretty hot from that.
I haven't
Multiple
seen you.
times.
Yeah, I haven't seen you that heated about anything in well over a year.
Couple years, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like you don't do that to people's vehicles. You don't just draw on them in the dust.
Yeah, I think
Granted, it's totally fine. It's got full PPF on it, but it's just like a typical car thing. You do not touch or draw on people's cars.
For the most part, like most people know that, but obviously there was a fair share of, I don't even want to say kids, because like there was like full grown adults doing it.
Yeah,
that was the thing that pissed me off the most was the 30-year-old man that was drawing on my car.
I mean, that's
Bro, I
just
thought
crazy,
you were gonna
dude.
fight
Also,
that
just
guy.
like kind of
Me
weird.
too, dude.
He like kind of was standing.
He backed up and then eventually ran.
Did you guys see the TikTok?
No,
I haven't.
Let me see it.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Let me
though.
see it. What?
It's another thing.
Him freaking out at people.
I was trying to find
no.
it.
Somebody got it.
I'm not on like Seaboy's TikTok. Like none of that shit comes up on my For You page, but I really wanted to see it.
Here, Ken, get in here.
Yeah, you better be on camera to see it. Look at all these kids drawing on it.
So the funny thing is, oh wow.
Wait,
They
wow.
were fully getting in there.
They're almost like not even drawing. They're just like having their way with the car, no matter what.
What's more stressful, racing mechanic or working here?
The timelines here is probably one of the most stressful things.
Man.
Like, and it's not because like you guys put stress on us to get it done, but like you want to get it done. Like everybody,
video's got to happen.
Yeah,
That is an interesting take.
Gavin
like, it's
and I
not
probably
just
put,
us. It's
it's
I
everybody
put
watching.
stress on myself.
Yeah.
Because I want to get it done for you guys to go do what you do.
And then the fans have something to watch.
Right.
Yeah.
They were kissing on top of the
We
Zorbas.
weren't kissing.
What?
The last time I went
No,
up
we
there,
were
I
hugging
said,
on top of the Zorba sign.
Well, we
We
had
were
to
hugging.
hug just so we didn't fall. It's literally a 2x6.
We had to hug.
Kissing, dude.
Are we kissing?
The last time
You
I was
kissed
up
me on
there,
the Zorba sign.
That's why I go home after 10.
I said I will never do this again because that board is rotten with conduit
Did you
to it.
kiss me on the Zorba
No.
sign?
Yo,
You're the closest thing to him.
out up there.
Oh my god!
They wanted the whole Zorbas to see.
Dude, I
Let's get
can't-
up there and kiss.
I can't believe it didn't break. Like this board is
Yeah,
rotten.
dude.
With
Every
one
time you get up
person,
there.
and I do it like 5 times. I'm like, I'm never doing that again because when that
You've
gives
been
out,
up there 5 times.
You're gonna have to like start putting spikes on that thing so you stop going up there.
Like the bird spikes.
Grease the bowl.
no, honestly, it kind of gets everybody going. They finish their drink. They're like, heck yeah, and they go spend.
Dude,
some more money
everybody
to-
was
to
stoked.
win.
There was like 15 people around filming. It was crazy.
Was the owner out there filming too?
I think he was pretending he didn't know what was happening. I also told him I wasn't going to do it anymore. And then like a half hour later,
I think you
Look
just
out the
honestly,
window and they see
But-
both of you guys up there kissing.
there was no
Brian's like,
kiss. Can we? There
can't
was
say
no
anything.
kiss.
I'm not even mad. I'm just more confused.
Just happy for you.
That
dude.
was a survival tactic. We 2 people on a rotted out
No,
2x6.
we need a line.
You're like, we were.
they
we
were
were gonna
cold.
die. We had to kiss. We couldn't leave it on the
It's
table.
gonna be our last kiss.
Wait.
Dude, I think you get some pull around there, Evan, just because you spend so much money there. They're like, it's Evan. Just let him do what he wants.
If he wants to kiss on the
If
side.
he wants to go up on the roof, let him do it, I guess. I don't know. Like,
There's some crazy guy on the sign. Oh no, that's just Evan.
He says he's gonna jump. Dude, I was trying to jump. I was so scared. Like we were hugging, and the board was so small, and like Evan was pushing me up, and he was pushing me up, and I was like, dude, I gotta jump. Like I have
No,
to
but I'm
jump.
telling you can't. We're 15 feet. Like
were you liquored up?
No, I was sober.
one of us
drunk trying to kiss you.
He was trying to kiss me.
Well, no, I'm more concerned that you were sober doing all this.
Well, he just invited me up, and I was like, I didn't think it was gonna be that bad until I got up there, and then I got up there, and I was like, holy shit, dude.
And the worst part, the light is blinding you, so you can't really see
You
down.
can't
and
even
the
see
bugs,
anybody.
The bugs are so thick around that spotlight; they're just in your mouth. You're
Oh,
breathing
yeah.
them in, and they're in your eyes. It's terrible,
Dude, it's terrible
thing.
up there. It's so bad up there. It sucks.
I just love being on both sides of the spectrum because, like, dude, hot dog.
I was hoping that like I was gonna get like a late in life growth spurt one, and then a late in life like my facial hair was gonna start coming in.
Yeah.
well, Ben, you did just turn 25 yesterday, so I mean, I'd imagine puberty should be right around the corner.
Yeah, but like the point, I feel like the point of having a dog is like it kind of acts as like a companion.
yes,
It loves
it's
you,
100%.
you know. But cats are just like little dicks.
They are.
Yeah, that's why I love cats.
Evan really gets riled up when people can't find the limiter. It's funny and awesome and fun. You're like, let me find it, man.
Like the rev limiter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to see what it can do. There's what good is short shifting it? It doesn't impress nobody.
Right.
just
ring it out.
See what it's got.
Yeah, you've gotten really good at that too.
And the thing is, there's a lot of vehicles that some people think are underpowered, but you get them in the limiter, you might be surprised at the power they can put down.
All the power's right on the
Yeah,
chip.
I don't know
At
if
the
it's
top.
normally how that works.
Yeah, most people don't unlock it, but there's a little extra power up there.
Mischief as a kid is just extended creativity because they're not malicious.
Yeah.
They're not being malicious at all. They're just trying to figure out how stuff works. So I want my kids to figure out how stuff works as risky and dangerously as possible right before they get like super hurt. So I want to stop it there. It's a fine balance though, man. It's not easy, but I can't wait for you guys to see your kids and see the things in them that you're like, oh shit, he got that from me.
Yeah. Oh, so we do have live.
Why is the
Here we go.
Wu-Tang symbol up there?
Oh wait. Oh.
Evan was just about to do that one instead of
on my fucking phone.
Yeah.
How can you get it on my phone?
his face. Oh shit, that's pretty
How'd
dangerous.
you do that?
That's
your
dangerous.
passcode.
Oh fuck, Ev. Let's scroll up a little bit.
Hey, keep going.
No.
Don't go up.
That's
Don't go up.
It's not your phone, bro.
Dude, are you? Did I airdrop you those and then accidentally?
That's so funny.
Maybe I took. Yeah, maybe you airdropped them to me, but anyway.
Fuck, I almost had a stroke.
Oh, dream girl, dude. Probably that girl on the fight last night.
You could only see her from the waist up.
That's all you had to see.
You're so shallow.
What was that chick's name?
Sydney.
Slide into her DMs.
Did I actually?
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine.
I mean,
she's
what-
gonna respond? No,
Ask
not
her-
against you, but I would imagine a lot of guys are probably sliding into her DMs.
But be original and say, hey, do you want to ride three wheelers? Do it right now, because that's actually like a
Should we do it
legitimate
right
thing.
now?
And then
Yeah,
if
right
she
now.
does, if she does follow up, you're like, all right, let's go ride three wheelers.
Gav, what's the worst thing
Honestly,
that
you'll
can
win
happen
her
by
over
you
from
doing
there.
that?
You'll win her over from there.
What's the worst thing that can happen by you doing that?
Probably nothing, right?
Could get
Exactly.
punched.
Could get punched.
She could reply, come here, start dating him.
Yep.
They get married. Turns out she's fucking crazy. That'd be the worst thing. That'd be the worst thing. Then he's locked in with her. She ends up divorcing him, taking all of his three wheelers. The only thing he's left with is a 12 valve and a little fucking empty
Don't
trailer.
tell him that.
Sorry.
With tits like that, it would be worth the run. Just beat it up while it lasts, buddy.
I do agree. But
My gosh. Oh. I don't agree, dude. Losing all your shit.
it'd be worth it for the 3 months of enjoyment. But
What you?
You'd lose everything, Ken. For
Only 3 months.
That's where your bar is, huh?
I mean, with those tits, yeah.
So yeah, what does a guy even say in a DM like that?
Yeah,
I just told you what to say, dude.
Tell her you just picked up a couple gallons of cannoli oil and you're not deep frying fish tonight.
She's not going to respond to
I
that.
am not saying that, brother.
I haven't slept this good and this long in a long time. But I have had the wackiest dreams. I feel like merch has kind of been on my mind because we've been, doing a lot more stuff with it with the truck giveaway, stuff like that. So last night, apparently, I had a dream that Shane Gillis, like the comedian, wore our shirt during a stand-up
Would be
routine.
great.
So whenever we see a shirt in anything, like a background of somebody else's video, we're always like screenshotting, like, look, that's cool. So I was stoked to share it with everybody. And then I watched the video and he was shitting on Ken for his bad customer service. Oh no. And he did this whole thing about how Ken personally was doing a bad job with customer service and how bad we all sucked.
Oh my gosh.
This is what you're dreaming about?
I guess so, dude. I'm
bad
sorry.
dream.
I think you do a great job, but I woke up and I was like, oh, thank God it. Shane Gillis wasn't attacking
if
us.
There's one of a few people you don't want to be roasting you. It's definitely him.
Shane
Ken,
Gillis.
did you wake up in a sweat this morning and not know why?
No.
It was the weirdest dream, dude.
He slept in because he's not doing any customer service.
Shane Gillis is out there just pissed, dude. Yeah, I accidentally blacked out at Family New Year's. I don't know how it happened. A couple vodka Red Bulls, lost my credit card.
Well,
Woke
you
up
were
in the
hanging
morning
with Mike.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah,
You
dude.
pulled a Mike.
Yeah, I pulled the mic, dude.
dude.
And Mike was very responsible, I think. I don't know. I
had a
don't
good
remember.
time.
I was watching this one. The camera shake, which is unintentional, I think makes
Yeah.
the crash look
does.
even just a slight bit worse, even though it was
you
already
see that
bad.
shit, Dalton? Who do you think was holding the camera there?
You.
CJ acts like he did it on purpose.
We're not. No, that was fucking perfect filming, dude. You kidding me? Panned
Yeah,
out,
it
hit
was.
it.
No, but the shake. I'm just saying the shake.
I didn't mean to do the shake. I was just trying to
genuinely
keep
mean
it
the
in
filming was perfect.
Some people, Dalton wouldn't have, but that's the difference between a good filmer and a bad filmer. They'd miss that shit. They'd have half of that shit. I didn't say he wouldn't have got. I said
that's
Dalton.
what I thought you were
would've.
getting at. I
Why
was
do you
like,
think he's
dude,
here?
damn.
That's why. Why do you think he's here?
Oh, what I liked about NASCAR is it's this like crossover between two cultures. You've got dudes that are sitting there in like very expensive RVs, like $1 million in an RV. They got a trailer. They got their freaking F450 Platinums pulling it.
Yep.
And then right next to them, you have some dudes that bought a Winnebago for $1,000 off of Craigslist, or maybe just had it in their back 40 and just aired
Towed
up
it
the
over
tires and put some seafoam in the gas tank and drove it there. And they're right next to each other, sharing beers, having fun. Like it's such a good crossover of culture. Like everybody's just there to have fun.
There really was the extreme of both ends
Of everything,
Like you had like, you know, a standard redneck, and you had like a wealthy businessman.
So I was living in my truck, and I had like a truck topper when I made this like cedar kind of slide out drawer thing, and I was just like climbing and surfing and being a bum. So I didn't have any money. So I spent my last money on the go-kart and this pink Power Wheels.
Wow.
And when I went to the guy's house to buy the little pink Mustang, he was like, "Hey, I also have this Barbie kitchen set if you're interested." And I was like, "Oh no, this is for me. Like I'm gonna make a go-kart." And he was like, "Okay." Like it was so awkward, but I had to. It was full commitment.
You're walking out. You're like, "Well, I guess I'll take the Barbie kitchen set too."
Yeah, exactly. It was full commitment because I had to take the truck topper off my truck to fit the go-kart. And I was like, all right.
Your house.
That's my house.
Yeah,
I was like, it's full commitment now.
Well, then he
I
just moved into my tree house, so
it worked out.
There you go.
Yeah. It worked out.
How'd you end up getting all piled up 2 nights ago?
Oh man,
The little gremlin.
Yeah. Well,
he
no,
didn't have as
actually,
much
the
to do with it.
gremlin wasn't even trying to get me to drink it. I think it was Ken.
Really?
Look at that smile.
What happened?
I had my first day on the job, and he was all fired up, so he took me out and bought me a shot. And next thing,
Packaged some orders, and he
Yeah.
was just like, I do this with everyone.
I don't know if we've talked about this, but the clip of Evan falling through the ice was on Fox News.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it
That
was mainstream.
That was mainstream and
Fox
so
Business.
so random too. Maybe it's like a segment that they have, but it was like just straight up a part of the Fox News network of like them
Things.
talking business, and they were like brief break in the program to just show a random clip
Yeah.
of a guy riding a dirt bike on thin ice.
They quoted us and stuff too, which was cool. Or
Yeah.
cited us. Put the clip in right here. Boom.
So these YouTubers decided to do a little dirt biking on a frozen lake. Oh no. Watch this. Oh no. Don't you love dramatic injuries? No. Just a little groin pull. He's totally fine. Tonight, Jesse Waters primetime, Kobe Covington, Carrie Lake, Tommy Lahren, Charlie Arnold.
After that went live, it was weird like how many people saw that and were like, "Oh my gosh, you guys were on Fox News!" Like so many people that we don't really talk to every day, but are probably like
guess watching Fox
massive
News.
Fox News fans. They were like, "Oh my god, either these guys have made it, maybe of like some validation now, or like."
Had to be a crash. Goddamn.
No,
I
it
know,
could have been
dude, I
something.
hate
All the
that. I
good
hate
things.
that too.
Couldn't have been like the Hummer pontoon, one of our prouder inventions,
Moments.
or like the Cummins swapped Ranger.
Yeah.
That'd be even better.
Oh, Jake blew up his Subaru drifted. Boom.
Yeah,
There we
it's
go,
like it's
yeah.
in the title.
Hey baby, it's bang. Hey baby, it's bang. Hey baby, it's bang.
All right, guys, stop. My car just blew up. We got to get back to the video.
What the hell was that,
That's
dude?
classic.
What?
That's on the internet,
Dude,
dude.
No, that's
What
amazing.
made us go, yo,
Yeah,
we should
we
write like a
Little ditty.
yeah,
A
like
hit-
a
like a what is it called?
I'm trying to think, like a little riff.
Man
like,
calls it a hit.
No, a chorus group, like a men's
barbershop quartet. Yeah, that's what it was.
Ryan, I gotta say, might be your worst Halloween costume.
Oh,
I don't think this was even Halloween.
Oh my god!
It can't get better. And/or
It wasn't even
Halloween. I'm leaving.
Great. No, Evan's horny.
I walked out to my truck this morning and there was a bumper sticker, or I should say like a back window sticker on mine, and it said Chubby Chaser. I don't know who put that on there or how long I've been driving around with it, but I was like, whoa. And I tried taking it off and I couldn't get it off because it was so cold. It was literally right on there. It was one of those stickers that's like, you take it off or you can just get like a little string of it. And I was like, well, this sucks. And now it's still on there. Chubby chasing.
Hell yeah.
And I remember one time this guy was getting arrested. They had like a bunch of cops. It was me, grandma, and grandpa. And he's like, oh, you want to pull over and watch? So we pulled over into the convenience store parking lot and watched this guy get like taken down by the cops. I was like watching out the windows.
That's Evan's like worst nightmare. He'd be afraid that the cops. No, he's afraid that the cops.
He's six. He's like, get out of here. Get out of here, Grandpa. What the fuck are you doing? That's what he'd be saying. Every time he sees a cop, he starts tweaking.
Well,
yeah.
There was a reason for that because I thought if CJ would see that, don't let that happen to you. So
yeah, I mean, it definitely helped. It helped. Yeah,
not much, but
Grandpa was such a good influence.
Yeah, I did the right things.
It was funny. One time I was hanging out with my other friends, like my college friends, and I was with them for a whole weekend, and nobody said any like mean things about each other. And I go,
we don't know each other.
I go like, holy shit, this is a positive environment.
It would drive me nuts if no one's talking shit for a whole weekend. I would lose my mind.
Just what do we say?
I messed up and no one called me an idiot.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, that was strange.
My self-confidence was through the roof.
Yeah, I didn't get completely crucified when I dropped that thing.
Yeah.
They actually told me it was going to be okay.
Yeah, I was just so caught off guard. I figured they had to been messing with me and something big was coming, but
something big.
I don't think you can insure drift
I don't
cars.
really think you can.
Like,
It's not
if
like
it burns down on a track or hits a wall on a track, I don't think
I
the
mean,
insurance is going to step in.
It's just a 350Z on a curvy driveway.
Ken,
insurance rate might go up.
You of all people will know how this works. When there's a video of it, you're effed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's kind of got a little bit of like insurance fraud look in his eyes.
Yeah, he's got that smile back there, like that plaid's getting awfully ready.
Look at this guy.
remember his Barney shirt?
Commit tax fraud.
Bro, who the fuck wears that shit?
Legends.
Our poor tax guys, like, no, we do not.
Oh my gosh.
Real wealth and real prosperity happens in your late 40s. So many kids get so caught up on being rich in their 20s and 30s. It's like, slow down. Enjoy these years. Build that momentum. Get that experience. You don't want to look back, guys, and wish that you would have done something differently or wish that you would have been something differently. Do that now. Do that now, because now's the time to have those experiences. Later on is when the wealth just comes naturally because you've let yourself live. You met people, you made relationships, you learned skills, all these different things. Now's the time to do that. Don't worry about getting rich.
You think it comes easier with age?
1,000%.
We got to watch this video that Evan captured of one of our buddies. What is Evan's KTM? A 300?
Yeah,
300 two-stroke.
Big boy two-stroke.
And this guy's in shorts, t-shirts, and flip-flops. But oh my gosh, dude.
This one he was walking funny for a week after this.
Oh.
That guy had no
Look at
reason
this
to
shit.
be
The
on a dirt
wedgie,
bike.
dude.
They had to surgically remove them from his ass.
And his face is priceless.
We're sponsoring a couple kids to go through college. Mike is wearing the sweatshirt.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's so awesome. I saw that when I was gone. That's freaking cool, you guys.
Dude, it turned into like kind of like a little bit of a riot.
Yeah,
at one point, we were just kind of surrounded and we were signing stuff and taking pictures. And next thing you know, all these kids are doing burnouts and shit.
Yeah.
Middle college
president's
campus,
there.
dude.
The president's there, and he's like looking around. And then they're like, "The next kid that does a burnout is not why, whatever." And then our kid starts doing a burnout, and then the freaking cops come.
Yeah, and they're sitting there like trying to patrol,
and we're standing here.
It started out like, let's go.
I'm pretty
Burno.
sure
And then it ended with us being like, Man,
we didn't.
Who the hell are the Seaboys?
I told the guy, I was like, we didn't tell him to do that. And it was funny though, because I didn't realize the president and like all those people were there. And then these kids are doing a burnout. I'm kind of, watching whatever. And then I see the cops come. I go, oh shit, the cops are here. And they totally heard me. I was like, get out of here. And but yeah, I mean, we didn't tell them to do it, but it was a really good time, honestly.
Wild, dude.
Okay, can I open it up?
Yeah, you can open up yours, but yours comes with a little story, but you can start opening because it's inside of the box. Like you used to be a fellow Corvette owner. I know how much you love the Corvette culture, going to the car meets, wearing the gear and stuff like that. And I feel like ever since you switched, you haven't had the same experience. So,
hey, just let everyone know, you dick.
Dude, thank you, Ryan.
How much?
CJ, bet you don't ask somebody how
I
much
gotta
they
ask
spent on
somebody
your gift.
when they bought you a membership to the Lamborghini Club.
I wouldn't get too excited. I bought Ben a Lamborghini gift and he never used it.
That's right.
Sat in his office.
What would you think that I do wearing this hat, looking the way I do?
Professional nerd.
I think you honestly look like you're in like a buy-sell supercar business.
Like I'm just
you
holding
own
it till I own it.
No,
or
you
till I sell
own
it.
a Lamborghini too, but you just help people.
Do I know
acquire
a lot about
supercars.
them?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you know a lot.
But you also look like you learned everything you know about them in like the last 2 years.
No, you read every brochure.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna just take it off then if you guys are cool with it. But thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, no problem.
My parents got me a bike when I was 3, and they took me to the track in Canada, and I was like begging them to go get a bike, so they got me a quad.
Oh my god,
dude, I was pissed. I woke up on my birthday.
You were pissed?
And there was a quad there, and I was like, "This is not a bike."
How old were you?
Like 3.
I might be 3, but I know this is wrong.
That's funny, dude.
Dude, I was so mad they bought me a quad. And then I started riding the quad, and I rolled it off a bridge, and I was stuck
On
under
purpose?
it.
Oh, you
no,
got stuck
by
under it.
accident. I got stuck under it. So then my grandpa was on a ride-on mower, and I rolled off the bridge on our little property. And I was stuck. So then they realized that the quad was too dangerous, so then they bought me a bike finally.
Send us on out, somebody.
Take us away, Ken.
Ken.
You got it, Ken.
Ken.
Close us
Ken.
out.
Ken.
You gotta say something to the...
Thanks for listening to the Life Wide Open podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
There you go.
And smash the like button like he's smashing the.
I knew he would throw it.
Hey, he didn't even break his finger.